It's high school football time in Oklahoma. Prep teams across the state continue district play as we reach the halfway mark of the 2019 season. Game time comes to Mustang High School, the home of the Broncos, and tonight's Ford Game of the Week, Southmoore High. And hello again, everyone. I'm Chris Lincoln along with Mike Ziegenhorn. And I'll tell you, they're fired up here at Mustang. They're 3-2 under their new coach, Lee Blankenship. A huge victory at Tulsa Union last week.
They're going to need to be fired up because it's cold out tonight, I tell you what. But you hope the team doesn't come out flat off of that big win, especially facing a Southmoore team that hadn't won a game this year.
They won in the last 15 seconds at Tulsa Union, the first team from the west side to win at Union Tuttle Stadium in 26 years. It was a milestone win for the Mustang program, too.
Yeah, it really was a big win for them. And Southmoore at 0-5, you hope that they've still got a lot of confidence. They're working hard, and they want to be out here and maybe pull off the big upset.
Coach Jeremy Stark knows it's going to be quite a tussle here. He has a spotlight player I want to talk about, though.
Yeah.
Good athlete.
Jaden Scott. He's played wide receiver. He's played running back. He's playing quarterback tonight. He has been 66% of the team's offense the last 3 years. He is very explosive. And
Coach Lee Blankenship features 8 returning offensive starters. He also has 2 guys listed in Vibe Magazine's top 100 defensive players. We're going to spotlight, though, their tailback tonight.
Yeah, Khary Brown. He plays tailback. He can run the ball, Chris. He is a very dynamic player, 4.4 speed, and he'll also be able to catch the ball a lot out of the backfield.
So it's Broncos and SaberCats. And we hope they'll heat things up here tonight because it is cold down on the field here this evening. We're going to have a good time, though. We start the second half of the high school football season in Oklahoma. It is our Ford Game of the Week from Mustang High School.
The Ford Game of the Week is being brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Visit your best in Oklahoma Ford dealers for the best deals on Ford's full line of vehicles. Ford is the best in Oklahoma. Weoki Federal Credit Union, proud sponsors of the Weoki Kick for Cash. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Roller weight loss and advanced surgery. Your best you starts here. The Plaza at Town Square by McCaleb Homes. Love where you live. And by Cox, bringing us closer.
Hold on to me, don't let me go. Your first name is free, last name is dumb.
Drive a new Ford Expedition today with 0% financing for 72 months plus 2000 Ford credit bonus cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Hello friends, Greg Walter here for my one and only Community Builders, and have I got a great offer for you on my best-selling windows. Right now, take 50% off your order, and yes, that includes labor. Now, if you want to save money on utilities, increase the value of your home, even lower your carbon footprint, well then this offer is for you. Plus, right now, I've got 12 months no interest financing as well. So why not go online and click me, or better yet, pick up that phone and give me a call. The number is 405-767-9050, because everybody around here knows by now I'm the guy, I'm the one and only. I'm going to save you a lot of money.
We welcome you back to game time in Mustang, Oklahoma. To the young people bundled up tonight. Boy, who would have thought? Stocking caps and sweaters and big jackets already, Zig. Boy, the weather fell apart quickly.
Yeah, about a week and a half ago, it was 94 degrees out there. Everybody was sweating, wondering when we were going to have fall temperatures, and we definitely have tonight, 50 degrees. We were down on the field before the game.
Yeah.
The wind will play a little bit of an impact tonight, Chris. It's coming out of the north about 9 miles an hour.
So the temperature feels like 47 degrees. We get things heated up pretty quickly here, though. We've had the coin toss already, and the visiting Southmoore SaberCats won the coin toss and elected to receive to start the game. I mean, Mustang will be kicking off from north to south. That north breeze on their back to start the game. Officials meeting the center of the field here. Our referee tonight is Mark Clark to head up this crew. And we're counting off the final seconds of the pregame. Honored their band members, senior band members tonight here. A big ceremony to start the contest. To the ball down on the tee, and we should be getting underway with football here from Mustang as the 3-2 Broncos take on the 0-5 Southmoore SaberCats. Kicking off and waiting to say this name all night. Khary Devon. And the coach said, just say it quickly, Chris. Young man, but he does the punting and the kicking for him. He's a heck of a soccer player, young man. I think Vietnamese, and has just had a great leg, they said. He's done a good job kicking for him tonight, so he'll kick this off and get us started here.
Yeah, you got that wind at your back, and anticipate this will probably come close to the end zone, if not go in it.
Sabercats have 2 deep back inside their 10-yard line. And we're about ready for football here. Game time as we start the second half of the 2019 high school football season in Oklahoma. From the 5.
Yeah, Jacob Wiebe, nice return there to get him across the 25-yard line, Chris, and start out in decent field position.
And the quarterback you spotlighted at the start of the game here is a senior, 6'1", 205 pounds, Jaden Scott.
Yeah, senior, very explosive athlete. Started the year playing wide receiver because coach was trying to get as many athletes as he could on the field. Then they moved him to running back. Now he's back at the quarterback position. As a result, the last 3 years, Chris, how athletic is he? He's accounted for 66% of the team's offense.
Stands in the shotgun, has one running back behind him. Oh, trying to get a quick pass off and knock the ball down. Let's see what they're going to call it here. Did he call it incomplete, or did he call it?
I know that. It looked like they called it a fumble. I thought he was throwing the ball.
I did too, yeah.
Slipped out of his hands prior to throwing forward. Take another look at it.
Yeah, they marked it. Lost 3 on the play.
He did.
Yep.
It just slipped right out of his hand when he went back to throw. And yeah, it is cold out there, so I'm sure his hands are a little bit cold. I just didn't get a good grip on the football.
Chris Wilson, the running back, beside Jaden Scott. Hand off the man coming around. Knocked out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Looks like it was Wiebe again running the football. But not a whole lot of running room for him to get around on that left side.
In fact, he lost a couple more, so now it's 3rd and 15 for Southmoore.
Nice crowd out here on this Friday night. Take a look at the Broncos' starting defense.
On a 3rd and 15, quarterback's going to keep it. That's got up the middle. 30-yard line. That cross's going to be short of a first down. And the Sabercats will have to punt away in their first possession.
Definitely a nice run for him to get upfield and get him away from that end zone. Picked up some of that lost yardage that he got on first down when he fumbled the football, and able to get that back, but just a little bit shy of the first down.
So Jaden Scott heads off to the sideline. Cameron Little comes in, the junior punter, number 11, and back for the Broncos is Chris Duran in single punt return. Big rushes on, nice high punt. Duran, fair catch, and has it there at the 39-yard line. That's where Mustang will take over 1st and 10, the Broncos.
Definitely a nice kick into the wind, and see what Mustang can do the first time they have the ball.
Led by their 6'5", 215-pound senior quarterback, Hayden Conrad.
Conrad, a solid player. Thrown for almost 600 yards on the season.
That's Khary Brown in the backfield with him. Takes the handoff. 40, 45, big hole, 50, 45, 40, down the sideline, 25, 20. First play of the game, first points of the game. The Mustang Broncos take it 61 yards on the first snap of the game as the tailback senior Khary Brown, who Mr. Zingenhorn featured before the game here.
Yes, we did, yeah, nice pick of that player to highlight, and that's why we did it, Chris, because of what he can do and his versatility on the football field, and just like that, bang, 61 yards into the end zone. Did not take long. Look at the blocking up front, big hole on that right side. plenty of room for him to run to, and at that point, it's just nobody is going to catch him all the way to the end.
Extra point by my friend Khary Solanethong. Say it quickly, Chris. And the soccer man kicks it up and through. And just like that, the Mustang Broncos have jumped out in front here. 7-0. Let's take one more look at Carly Brown, number 10, the tailback, and his 61-yard touchdown run here, Zig. And some great blocking up front here. Right tackle Micah Davis, Wyatt King, the right guard.
Yeah, really, I mean, basically untouched. One of the defenders there dived at his feet and maybe hit him a little bit, but he wasn't even touched till he's about 10 or 15 yards downfield, and at that point, it's off to the races. A lot of green turf in front of him.
All right, Zig, give me your keys to the game now. I assume the first will be hand off to Khary Brown.
Well, you would think so, but you know, we got to talk about Southmoore. It's important for them to get a W. You know, it's a team that struggled a little bit this year, 0-5. I talked to Coach Stark before the game, and he said, hey, we're practicing hard. We got a lot of confidence. We've been in some games. Things just got away from us. We need to get the big win. Mustang, you got to avoid the letdown. Big win at Union last week. Can you come out tonight and not come out flat? They've already proven that they could do that with a 61-yard TD. And are they going to light it up? Probably going to get a lot of points tonight from the Mustang Broncos.
So Khary will kick it off again. This is the second kickoff of the night. He's just going to be known as Khary from now on. And into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. So the SaberCats will start at their own 20-yard line on the 1st and 10 to begin their second drive of the game. And trailing 7-0 after a 61-yard touchdown run by Khary Brown to get things started for the Broncos. In the white pullover there, Southmoore coach Jeremy Stark, trying to get some things going on his side of the football for a change. It's been a tough year so far with the SaberCats. They get up over 51 points a game defensively, and only scored more than 14 points in one other game. So they've got some work to do here tonight against a Mustang team that's fired up.
Coach Stark in his 6 years as head coach, 10th season overall here at Southmoore, and he said, yeah, it's no fun being 0-5, but the kids are still having a good time, and as I mentioned, they're working hard, they're showing up to practice, they're wanting to win a game.
Jacob Weeby there on the quick sweep there, the 550-pound junior. He gets them their first down of the game. They move the chains here. And Southmoore now with a 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Handoff goes to the backfield on the right side. Pushed out of there, number 25. This is Chris Wilson out of bounds. Another good game for the SaberCats.
Wilson, another good athlete for Southmoore. Nice run. Good pickup on 1st down. And it looks like there's laundry on the field.
That number 1 tackler, Raiden Jarman, number 8, pushed him out of bounds there. He's got 13 tackles, 3 for losses on the season. Personal foul. They're going to go against Mustangs. They're going to march it into the close to the Broncos side of the field, right at the 50-yard line, in fact, after the penalty. So good start for Southmoore on this drive. It's 1st and 10 at midfield now. Jaden Scott looks over the middle and overthrows the intended receiver there, incomplete.
Yeah, had time. Receiver was well covered on that play as he looked downfield. Just nowhere really for him to throw the ball to Tyler White, or rather, yeah, Tyler White.
So 2nd and 10 now for the SaberCats. They trail 7-0 after Mustangs scored on their opening drive, opening play of the game, 61-yard touchdown run.
Important for Southmoore, Chris, to get into Mustang territory. Even if they could put some points on the board, that would help.
Big hole there. There's a breakthrough. 40, 45, 30. He's going to score all the way. That's their quarterback, Jaden Scott, and he's going to go 50 yards for the touchdown as Southmoore strikes back quickly here, trying to tie this game up. So we've had 2 big plays already. Wow.
Yeah, that was the last key to the game. They're going to light it up tonight. I mean, I expect both teams to put some offensive points on the board, and they definitely have in these first couple of series. And that's why Scott's out there. How explosive was that play? And again, big hole for him to run through. Check it out. Nice read on the keeper for him, and then no one even touched him as he got through the line of scrimmage.
Cameron Little with the extra point. It's up, it's good, and we're tied. It's 7-7 here at Mustang. The Broncos and the Southmoore SaberCats. Two big explosive running plays. We're going to have some action here tonight. Glad you joined us. Game time from Mustang, Oklahoma.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Drive a new Ford F-150 today with 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
We've only played 2 minutes and 44 seconds of this first quarter here at Mustang High School, and already tied 7-7 on two big offensive plays.
Yeah, a big run first by Khary Brown of Mustang, 61 yards, and then Southmoore responds right back, helped out by a 15-yard penalty against Mustang, put him to midfield, and then Jaden Scott ripped off a nice 50-yard run, took 4 plays, 80 yards, 49 seconds off the clock.
So 21, Cameron Little will be kicking off for the SaberCats. Mustang have 2 deep, waiting for the kick. Taken by the up man at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and across the 30-yard line.
Nice return, get Mustang decent field position, starting just shy of the 35-yard line.
Johnson Jacoby, 28 on the return. And this will be the second offensive series for Mustang. Take a look at the Southmoore defense, and these guys have had a tough season. They got the big guy up front there that might help stuff some holes, though.
DJ Ware, number 70, right there in the middle.
He is 5'11", he's a 357-pound senior. That will block up some room right there, I'll tell you. Man. Incomplete pass because it's second down and 10.
Mustang will spread things out. They'll work quickly.
Conrad hands off. It's Khary Brown again. Big hole. There he goes again. 40, 35, 30. They're going to run him down this time. Catch him inside the 25-yard line. Another big run for Khary Brown. Remember, he started the game with a 61-yard touchdown run. That one takes it all the way down 41 yards on that run.
Jaden Hughes with the nice touchdown saving tackle. There is a flag out on the field. And I think we may have, it looked like possibly a face mask against Southmoore. And you take a look at Khary Brown getting outside, winding his way through traffic. And yeah, there's the face mask right near the end of the run. Hughes never did let go, so that'll be 15 more yards.
Face mask penalty against.
They called it against Mustang?
I saw both those guys had their hands in their.
Wow.
That's interesting. So
yeah.
Khary Brown hurt himself with that. They see the SaberCats head coach there, and that was, he liked that play, I'm sure. Jeremy Stark is excited to see the flag went against Mustang, and it's going to cost them 15. So we'll take it all the way back out to the Southmoore 47-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 though for the Broncos. Senior Hayden Conrad, quarterback, number 12. Another good push off that left side. He gets inside close to the 40-yard line.
Just a little bit of a seam over there for Brown. Actually, no, that was not Brown that time running the football.
That was Harvey Phillips, the 5'10", 185-pound senior. is in the game to give Brown a little relief. This is 2nd down and 4 now for the Broncos.
Mustang head coach Lee Blankenship in his first year. Spent last year at Bartlesville, and then the 5 years before that was at Beggs.
Yeah, played in the state championship game with the Demons there. Conrad under pressure. And overthrows the intended receiver downfield there.
Good coverage on the back end by the SaberCats secondary. Really nobody to throw to. And that kind of opened up the door for the defensive front to get through to run Conrad down. Only had 66 yards passing last week in the win against Union, but he got a big touchdown late. Scored in the final minute. I think you said last 15 seconds of that one to get the win.
15 seconds. Hayden Conrad, 29-yard touchdown pass to Chris Duran with 15 seconds left. 23-21 comeback. First team veteran from the West to win a Union title in 26 years. There was their 300th school victory for Mustang. They go receiver downfield, so they're going to march him back again with a penalty. So now it's the down remains the same, 2nd. It'll be 2nd and about 9. And the football now at the Southmoore 46-yard line. Conrad again with a hand up the middle across the 40 inside the 40-yard line. That again is Harvey Phillips, the senior halfback.
Phillips actually the leading rusher on this team. 605 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Averaging 6 yards a carry. Off the left side, and that's going to give him a first down there. Another good run there by Phillips. They'll move the sticks, and we first down for Mustang.
You move the sticks and you move the offense quick because they're in a big-time hurry. They're not going to wait for Southmoore to get set up.
From the 35, quick pass out the flat there. To 30 inside the 25, or close to the 25, close to another first down. '17 there, Jordan McFadden, the 5'10", 155-pound senior on the reception. They're going to go quick again here, Zig. Got 8, 2nd and 2 from the 27. Handoff. Gets close, but now pushed back. He's not going to get to the first down mark. Nice job there by the Southmoore defense, led by Tyler White, number 10. Also in there, 44, Joe Stover. 29 tackles there, Rover back. Tyler White, number 1 in tackles on this team, 57 tackles. 3rd down and 1 now for Mustang from the Southmoore 26. Up the middle it goes and across inside the 25 for a first down. That is number 22, Devon Martin. As Coach Blank said, to be using a lot of running backs, and he has.
Yeah, they'll move him around, and you know they don't feature one back; they feature 2 or 3.
Again, going fast. First and 10 from the 24. Pass in the right flat, complete inside the 15-yard line. Shoved out of bounds there.
That's Brown.
Yeah, Khary Brown, number 10.
And he's so versatile, Chris. What he can do. They'll line him up at an H-back. They'll split him out at a wide-out position. They'll throw him in the running back position. He's got 125 yards receiving, 271 rushing on the season coming into this game. Such a versatile player.
First and 10 Broncos from the SaberCat 14-yard line now. Quarterback Hayden Conrad by himself in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left. Now a man comes back into the backfield with him. Khary Brown. Turns it, hands to Brown. Brown breaks it outside at the 10. And we knocked out of bounds there on the 8-yard line. Short gain on the play. Good job defensively. Over there again was Tyler White, that sophomore strong safety. Impressive young man for a sophomore, Zig. Again, mentioned leading tackle on this team with 57 tackles. Not a good sign, though, when a strong safety leads your team in tackles.
Yeah, he was able to get outside and contain Brown and not let him get toward the end zone.
Harvey Phillips, the backfield now. He gets the handoff and dives inside the 5-yard line. He'll be close, looks like just a bit short of a first and goal.
Mustang working on a 4-minute drive, which as quick as their offense is moving, that's a long time for them to be out there.
And it will be 3rd down at about a yard. Football at the 5. Need the 4 for a first down. 5 from a touchdown. 7-7, we're tied here with 5 minutes left in the opening quarter at Mustang. Direct snap and into the end zone for the touchdown. Nicely done there. Number 1, Colt Humphrey, senior backup quarterback, took the direct snap, and Colt gets it into the end zone, and Mustangs got their 2nd touchdown of the evening.
Wildcat formation. Give it to your back and let him do the work.
And the extra point is up and good again by Khary Southmoore. I'm sorry.
You're just going to keep trying,
I'm trying. I just feel bad about that. I tried, and even Coach Blankenship tried to coach me up on it. Chris, just call him Khary. That's what we call him. But he's got to
do your best.
Yeah, that's right. There he is. Number 83. And, he's had a heck of a soccer player here for Mustang as well.
So thin Devon.
I'm trying.
Well, there you go, right?
Selena Vaughn, right? Khary. And of course, here he is again. Khary's going to kick off for the Mustangs, who now lead 14-0 here. You see the time left in this opening quarter. 14-7, Mustang. Southmoore sends 2 players deep. Jacob Weavy's one of them back there, number 5. And Jaden Hughes, 27, I believe.
Mustang right now, Chris, is tied for 1st in the district with Owasso and Putnam North. All 3 teams off to a 2-0 start in district play. Owasso and Putnam North are tied with a perfect 5-0 record on the season.
All right, Khary to kick it off here. Mustang on top, 14-7 now after a good drive there. Taken inside the 5-yard line. That's number 25, Chris Wilson on the return. He's gang tackled as he gets near the 20-yard line. Now, Mustang says they have the ball, but the official has said he's down. So that was number 5, Dominique Dunn, the 6'4", 205-pound junior who came out of that pile with the ball and headed right to the end zone, but they had marked the runner down. So it will be Southmoore football, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line to start their 3rd drive of the evening.
He was wanting 6. Say, give me those points, Mr. Referee. Come on, I picked the ball up. Well, last time we saw Jaden Scott, Chris, he was running 50 yards into that north end zone untouched.
He's by himself in the backfield there, 6'1", 205-pound senior.
And then, their offensive style is they want to spread it out.
Yeah.
And get everybody outside the box and open up a running lane for Scott, which they did on that last play. This time they split 4 players all the way out to this left side. You had looked like a lineman and maybe a tight end and then 2 receivers back behind him, just trying to get Mustang away from the middle of the field.
Well, no doubt he is a running quarterback. He's 54 carries, 349 yards coming into this game, Zig. 5 touchdowns on the ground. Passing in 5 games, just 7 of 14. Marked the ball at the 25-yard line. And we have a timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here at Mustang High School. And this week on YurView's High School Football Recruiting Podcast, Over the Middle. Well, you know the name Adrian Peterson, of course, if you're any kind of a Sooner football fan, the #1 recruit in the nation. And back in 2004, grew up in as a Texas Longhorn fan, but through some recruiting magic with Bob Stoops, Peterson ended up as an Oklahoma Sooner. So Jason Kersey of The Athletic and Jeremy Crabtree retrace how the best running back in Texas high school football since Eric Dickerson ended up crossing the Red River and coming to Oklahoma. All that and more featured on this week's episode of the Over the Middle podcast. Whatever they did, that was sure a great player to get across the Red River. Yeah. Of course, OU Texas weekend coming up tomorrow, 11 o'clock in Dallas.
What a great back he was and continues to be playing in the NFL.
Jaden Scott, a little high on that pass attempt there.
Had a receiver open. They kind of faked that fly sweep to the wide receiver to pull the defense one way, and then you got a receiver kind of running a crossing route. Scott just not able to connect, but then the second time they've had that route open and the pass was just a little bit too high.
Lieutenant McCamden Braden, number 87, 6'1" senior. Going to make it 3rd down and 6 now for the SaberCats. Scott in, hands off, up near the 30-yard line. Looks like he's been very close to a 1st down.
Maybe just about
nice run there by
short.
Chris Wilson, the 5'8", 168-pound junior, number 25. And they are going to mark it just before he got to the 30-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down, and they're going to punt it away. Cameron Little will come in, number 21, to handle the punting duties. New Southmoore in their road white uniforms, trimmed in their school colors of blue and Vegas gold. Love that.
The Vegas gold?
Yeah. Mustang Broncos in their home red, trimmed in their black colors. Oh, a fake, and he's trying to get to the 1st down mark, and I don't know if he made it, Zig.
He didn't make it.
Gosh.
He had a little bit of hole in it. It looked like he just kind of slowed down. And if he'd have been running hard all the way through there, he might have made it. But as soon as he hit that, as soon as Scott hit it, he got stuck by the defense.
Mustang defense is celebrating, and they made it official. It is Mustang football as Jaden Scott is stopped short of a 4th and 1. But I tell you, you got to admire Coach Jeremy Stark. What the heck, you're 0-5. Give the kids a shot here, and we tried for the fake punt and just stopped short of it. Oh, boy.
Definitely love the call that was made there by Southmoore coach Jeremy Stark. What do you have to lose? You don't want Mustang to get the football back. You didn't want him to get it back. He's probably hoping to hold on to it, maybe run out this 1st quarter, but now they got to get out there on D.
Free safety Joseph Sylvester was up there to have a reverse. A little reverse here now, action for Mustang, and again, clear running down the sideline into the end zone. Touchdown again. And once again, you're right, it's Karen Brown again going from the 31-yard line. The 30-yard line just short of where Southmoore tried to get the line to gain. It is a quick reverse. Khary Brown, number 10, has his 2nd touchdown of the evening. And Mustang is pushed their lead out to 20-7, the extra point. Coming up here, Corey Soltavon, getting better at this. And it's good. Corey kicks it right through. And Mustang now increases the lead to 21-7. And you see under 3 minutes left in this opening quarter here from Mustang High School. Khary Brown already 4 carries, already 137 yards.
Wow.
In this 1st quarter with 2:51 left to play in it. Next week, Thursday, game of the week will be Tulsa's the Fortune Stadium. Hey, it's a day-night doubleheader. Zig, you're involved in that, right? First game at noon, Claremore and Memorial. Then the nightcap, you have the Hale Edison game at 7, right?
Yes.
Kickoff, your fall break with not 1, but 2 games. Game time, 12 noon for Claremore Memorial, 7 p.m. for Hale Edison. 4 games of the week on YurView Channel 3 game time. So good football action for that Thursday.
Chris, what do you mean they're playing at noon? Kids got to be in school, don't they? No, it's fall break.
That's right, fall break. How about that? They decided they'd rather have their Friday free, so they decided let's double up and play 2.
Let's play 2 right at the Fortune Stadium there at Memorial High School, so we'll have back-to-back games next Thursday. So either join us or come out.
Absolutely.
And then join us while you're out there. Dial it up on YurView.com. You can watch the game while you're at the game on your smart device. Tablet, iPad, whatever you want to call it.
Chris Wilson is deep for the SaberCats. And Khary about to kick it off. An onside kick goes down the middle of the field. What happens? The whistle side.
Well, they had about 4 guys that were a yard or 2 offside. You know, they can be lenient on that a little bit, but they were just a little bit too far offside that time.
Illegal procedure against the Broncos. Cost them 5 here.
You know, not a bad call as Lee Blankenship trying to make sure his team continues to be fired up. And they had Southmoore back on their heels. Had they not been offsides, they might have been able to corral that one.
Jacob Wiebe and Chris Wilson deep for the SaberCats. They'll move the football back to the 35-yard line where they'll tee it up again here. Khary Devon. Yeah, my man. Getting better at this. Slight breeze behind him. Again, our game time temperature was 50, so it feels like 43 down on the field.
I feel confident, Chris, by the end of the night, you'll be able to spell it without even looking at it.
I don't know about that. I haven't spelled out phonetically, still can't say it. Inside the 5-yard line.
Wow.
At the 20, wow. Knocked down. That was,
there was a huge block upfield. And one of the Mustang players definitely went flying, and he was able to get back on his feet.
Jacob Wiebe, number 5, on the return. And so the SaberCats will take over 1st and 10.
Can update you on some scores. Union leads Putnam City North 14-0 in the first quarter. The Redskins trying to rebound after that home loss to this Mustang team last week. It's been so long, Chris, I don't ever remember a Union team off to a 1-4 start. Do you?
Yeah, Jenks 2-3.
Jenks 2-3.
Yeah, strange year. Quick pass out, nice completion there. Big star Jaden Scott.
On the other side of the coin, you got the teams on this side of the state with Putnam North at 5-0, Moore 3-2, Mustang also 3-2, just in this district.
That was Jaden Hughes, number 27, the 6'2", 192-pound junior that made the reception. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. SaberCats at their own 31-yard line. Scott turns, hands it off to Wilson. He goes across the 35 and a 1st down for Southmoore.
A nice running play. Able to pick up good yards and move the chains and keep the ball out of Mustang's hands.
They're going to go quick down too. Jaden Scott has him set. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. The backfield Wilson. And we have a flag against Mustang. Offsides. Cost him 5. So make it 1st and 5 now for the SaberCats. Football at their 42-yard line. Coming down to 2 minutes left in this opening quarter. .25, Chris Wilson in the backfield behind the senior quarterback, number 11, Jaden Scott.
Blitz. They brought pressure from outside. Really nowhere for anybody offensively to go for Southmoore. Jarman, Braden Jarman, nice tackle for the Mustang Broncos.
2nd and 5 now. Pulls it down, trying to run, but boy, he was met in a hurry. Big defensive answer for Mustang there. He had a ton of guys around.
And 2 flags from flying out.
Yep.
It may be on Mustang because it sounded like the whistle was blowing and they just kept trying to take Scott down.
Corian Hayden, number 90, defensive end, the junior. Helped lead the way with the tackles there. And the flag as our referee Mark Clark comes over to talk to one of the officials who passed the word over to Mustang. Personal foul. It's Mustang. Twice. Wow.
Let's see if they mark them both off or if it was all involved in the same play. Either way, it's going to be a first down for Southmoore.
Coach Jeremy Stock there of Southmoore. Waiting for the mark off. Under a minute left in this opening quarter, with the Mustangs leading 21-7 over Southmoore. There's big lineman in front. Matt Garner, 76, the right tackle there. Braden Kellum, number 72. Joshua Clay, 56, the center. Ben Stat, 75, left guard. 324-pounder. And left tackle, Zach Wurzberger, 77. Got some size up there. Some young football players, but they do.
You know,
interesting to see a guard at 324 and a tackle at 210.
I mean, the kids are just—they're all bigger.
Oh, isn't that amazing?
Than they used to be. I mean, you're talking, you know, across the board, probably average about 270.
Yep.
On that offensive line.
And they're all fast too. It's amazing. Well, they're still trying to sort this out with a couple of personal foul penalties against Mustang. Now they'll take the march here. That's 30
yards
oh
out of it.
My gosh.
So there had to be a personal foul during the play.
And then afterwards too.
And then ooh, man. That's
30 yards, takes all the way down to the Mustang 28-yard line. Southmoore, 1st and 10.
Second biggest gain of the night other than the 50-yard run by Scott.
Wow.
And that won't make Coach Blankenship happy. You can't do that in any type of game.
Scott underthrows and hit a receiver out there, incomplete. Intended for Jaden Hughes, number 27. Had him wide open, just throw a little short-armed it there. 2nd and 10. Shot at Coach Blankenship. He didn't look very happy, does he? After tough enough to play defense and give 33 yards. Oh, now they jump, and it's going to be another 5 yards against the Mustang defense.
That'll be their second defensive penalty, or actually 4th, but the second one where they jumped off sides on this drive. You get an incomplete pass on 1st down, then you turn around and give them 5 yards, 3 yards, second down.
2nd and 5 to 23 now for the SaberCats. Scott, one man in the backfield behind him. Turns, hands off. There it goes again to Chris Wilson. Wilson dives inside the 20. Going to be just shy of the 1st down, it looks like. Coming off the pile there. Eddie Ganos, number 25. 24 was in there. Also stopping the play there. There he is. This is 3rd down and 2 now. Scott with Wilson behind him in the backfield. Has 3 receivers left. 1 to the right. Now he brings in 1 to the right side in a bit. Looking for 2 yards on 3rd down from the 20. Need the 18 for this 1st down. Hands off and have the 1st down as Chris Wilson goes off the right side. Drags a couple players with him. And 1st down before Judson Rowland, number 55, could make the stop in there for Mustang. 1st down, Southmoore. Football now at the 17-yard line at Mustang territory. As we come to the end of the 1st quarter. The 1st quarter complete, 12 minutes of football with Mustang leading Southmoore 21-7 here in Mustang, Oklahoma. Our Ford game of the week. We'll be right back with 2nd quarter action from...
Let's see what happens.
Love you. Let me know how it goes. I'll see you for dinner.
You didn't know.
A home of your own. It's within your reach when you experience the new Central Oklahoma Habitat for Humanity. Apply for home ownership today.
Are you ready to love where you live? Discover the communities of Town Square by McCaleb Homes. Charming historic architecture takes you back to a simpler time, yet with all the modern amenities. These walkable communities in Edmond are designed so you can get to know your neighbors the old-fashioned way. Our Residence Club features a state-of-the-art fitness studio and indoor and outdoor party spaces. Come see and feel the vintage craftsmanship at the communities of Town Square. You'll love where you live.
How are the kids today?
I got a 10, a 2, and a 6.
Entonces, happy homes.
You deserve a place to call home. Discover the new face of Central Oklahoma Habitat for Humanity and apply for home ownership today.
City Police Department, there's so many different career paths you can take through the department. I love being a police officer. I love the fulfillment you get from helping someone, and I love the brotherhood and sisterhood you get when you know that if you get into a sticky situation, they're coming right behind you to help you out, make sure that you go home safe.
The Oklahoma City Police Department is recruiting new police officers right now. Visit joinokcpd.com and apply today.
Chris Lincoln along with Mike Ziegenhorn and our game time crew is in Mustang, Oklahoma tonight for the game between the Mustang Broncos and the Southmoore SaberCats. Mustang with a 21-7 lead as we start the second quarter. It is Southmoore, though, threatening here on a 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line of Mustang. Jaden Scott looks to his left, throws the end zone.
What a catch.
Did he make the catch? Oh, out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Oh, heck of a try there, though. Great effort by Jacob Wiebe, the 5'8 junior. Thought he had that one, Zig. Just step out of bounds.
So pretty close. Looked at on the replay, hard to tell because it was pretty far away, and he was in the front corner of that left side of the end zone. And I think part of his front foot may have been out of bounds when he landed.
Second down and 10 now for the 17.
Southmoore helped out by 40 yards in penalties from Mustang.
Once again, Scott goes to the end zone. This one is knocked away.
Pass
and a flag goes down as well. That was intended there for Jaden Hughes, number 27, the 6'2" junior, and flags in the end zone. So this has been a Mustang gift drive for Southmoore with 30 yards in penalties for us for back-to-back. It's on the same play. Major penalties and now interference in the end zone.
It's going to be half the distance, which does not give them enough for a first down. Take a look at the replay there, but they will get to replay that second down. Looks like it'll be second, maybe a yard and a half.
Number 28, Jacoby Johnson was flagged for the interference. Second down, just about a yard in the football at the 8-yard line now. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to be trapped and thrown back down to the 15-yard line for loss on the play. Great defensive charge there by Mustang.
That may have been one when Scott goes back and looks at the tape after this game, Chris, says, I probably should have handed the ball off that time, because if he does, they might have a touchdown.
Judson Rowland 55, Corian Hayden 90, all in there for the Broncos. So now it goes from a 2nd and 1 to a 3rd and 7. And football now back at the Mustang 14-yard line. Once again, Scott looking to throw, pressure's on, down he goes again, back at the 20-yard line. And again, the defensive rush led there by 56, Jet Woodward, 6'3", 260-pound senior. A lot of help from his friends there, including, again, Corian Hayden, number 90. So now it goes from a 2nd and 1 at the 7-yard line to a 4th and 13 at the 20. They'll bring their field goal kicker in, Cameron Little. He is 1 of 2 in field goals this season, long of 46 yards. Ball is at the 27-yard line, 37-yard field goal. The kick is up.
Good.
And it's good. Cameron Little hits from 37-yard field goal. With 10 minutes and 19 seconds left in this first half, as the SaberCats put 3 more on the board and trail Mustang 21-10. Glad you're with us tonight on our game time game from Mustang. Right back with more second quarter action.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
At McCaleb Homes, on the surface you see winding roads and historically inspired homes, but we invite you to look deeper. McCaleb Homes Town Square is resort-style living at home. The Residence Club has a fully equipped fitness center, a great room with kitchen and outdoor living and cooking spaces. The Rec Center features gaming for kids and adults alike. Relax in the resort-style Infinity Edge pool. The kids will also love the playground. Step into a more relaxed season of life. McCaleb Homes. Love where you live.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
They're bundled up here at Mustang High School in Mustang, Oklahoma. What's the temperature now, Zig, we said?
46 degrees.
50 degrees at kickoff.
And it's getting cooler.
It is.
By the minute. It's supposed to be down into the 30s tonight across the state. When I get home, I guess I'm going to have to unhook my hoses.
That's right. Hey, you got a text from your good friend Bob Carpenter. He's calling the Washington National St. Louis Cardinals start of the National League Championship Series in St. Louis tonight, right?
Yes, he is. And the Nats lead it 1-0, top of the first.
All right.
Good to hear from BC. We're all former Channel 8ers.
Didn't he make fun of us?
Tulsa. Yes, he did. He made fun of all three of us, but yes.
Good man. Why would he want to be in St. Louis calling a National
could
Championship
be in Mustang with us.
Exactly. Calling high school football in Oklahoma.
We're going to have to talk to him about it.
Glad you're with us. Cameron Little's going to kick it off for Southmoore. And into the end zone, so Ottawa will come for a touchback, and Mustang will have their offense back on the field for their first possession of the second quarter. They lead 21-10 here.
Good for the SaberCats offensively, Chris, only averaging 12 points a game. So here we are in the second quarter, and they've already got 10. So some positive things. On the other side, though, the defense has given up almost 51 points a game. So you can see what they've done here in the first half. They've already given up 21. So they need to lock them down and get a stop on this series.
Hayden Conrad, quarterback, hands up off the middle. Get 4 or 5 up there. Number 7, Harvey Phillips, on the carry for the Broncos. Looking to throw, and over the head, Hayden Conrad. Incomplete, too high for Chris Duran. Their 6-foot split in. This will bring up 3rd down and 7 now for Mustang.
Pass a little bit high for Durham. Maybe a little bit of misconnection between the two. He went inside, and Conrad was throwing it more to the outside.
Third and 7, need the 30 for a first down here. Hayden throwing for it over the middle and incomplete. Intended there for number 5, Dominique Dunn. Missed on that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Conrad had him just a little bit in front of him. There, it looks like they may try and go for it, Chris.
No.
Unless he's going to punt. He's going to try and freeze him and draw him off sides.
This is a 4th and 7 at their own 23. I don't think Coach Blankenship's ever said that. Now he's going to punt it away with the left foot. If he gets that, he got to roll because Southmoore, they didn't have anybody back there. It's going to be blown dead back at the SaberCats 37-yard line. That's where they'll take over. 1st and 10 here.
Great opportunity for Southmoore. I said before that drive they needed to step up, get a stop.
Yep.
They were helped. Because Mustang did not complete 2 passes on that drive. So that opened up the door for Southmoore to trot their offense back out.
It's amazing how this school in the school district has grown now. They're what, the 4th largest in the state, right?
Yes. Yeah. VA's 1, Union's 2. VA has more than 5,000 students. Union about 4,500, and then Jinx has 3,400, and Mustang a little more than 3,100 students.
Talking to our stat man here, Andy Casey, who's got some was on the staff here, and faculty for a long time, and talking about the growth of this school, this district, and all the new buildings around here. Just amazing. Jaden Scott, the sophomore quarterback, keeps it on himself, 40-45. First down across midfield. He has some quick to him. The 6'1", 205-pound senior.
Coach Stark said before the game, he is just so explosive. We want to get the ball in his hands. He's so much of our offense and has been a big part of it the last 3 years, and you can see why with plays like that one.
Scott with number 25, Chris Wilson in the backfield with him. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right side. First and 10 from the 48. Handoff goes, and breaking through in the middle there is Chris Wilson, and Wilson's going to go.
Look out.
Woo! Touchdown, 48-yard run for number 25, Chris Wilson, the 5'8", 168-pound junior. Celebrates his first touchdown of the 2019 season. Previously coming into this game, he carried the ball only 9 times for 38 yards in 5 games. He gets a big run there, 48-yard touchdown run, and Southmoore Sabercats are fighting hard tonight here. Cameron Little will attempt their 17th point. They will trying to pull within 4 points here of favored Mustang. And the Cameron Little kick is up and good. And 8:45 left in this first half of play. We got a football game here, Zig. 21-17. Mustang leading Southmoore. Talk about some construction. Again, their former faculty member Andy Casey was telling us they've just opened a new big science center over there. They're building a new art center over here. And my gosh, it's really impressive.
Yeah, there's a lot. When we pulled into the campus tonight, all the construction you can see going on over by the baseball field and the soccer field and softball. And
yeah, I was impressed that they had a press box elevator. They've been great hosts here. My gosh, they gave us like a third of the press box, didn't
they?
Yes,
they did. We've got more room than we've ever had.
So we thank the folks at Mustang for their hospitality and for giving us a good football game, too. Got to impress the Sabercats. 0-5 and having a really tough year. You can see, look at the press box there.
There we are all the way to the right.
Yeah. But the middle is heated. We're not heated.
Oh, no. We missed out on that part, didn't we? Normally, you wouldn't need a whole lot of heat, but tonight, I think we do.
Yes.
For the middle of October, it is a little chilly. As we said in the open, it went from 94 to about 45 in about 3 days. So,
is that it? We're not going to have fall, just summer to winter, huh? We've done that before in Oklahoma, for sure. So Cameron Little, number 21 for the Sabercats, will be kicking off.
You got to like what Southmoore's done, Chris. An 0-5 football team, you know, you might think, okay, they're just going to come in here and just go through the motions. But Coach Stark said that will not happen with this team. They want to get a W worse than anybody.
That young man has a heck of a leg. Cameron Little again puts it into the end zone. It's an automatic touchback. And the Broncos will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Their lead all of a sudden is cut to 4, 21-17 here. Here comes Hayden Conrad, number 12, their senior. They have Harvey Phillips, number 7, in the backfield with him.
Watch out, they got Khary Brown split out there just outside of a slot position.
Handoff goes off the left side. Good gain there by Harvey Phillips. Gain of 6, 2nd and 4. In up the middle it goes, trying to get to that 30-yard line for a first down and pulled back nicely. A good defensive effort there by the Sabercats.
Phillips and Conrad, part of 8 returning seniors, 8 returning offensive starters on this football team. So one of the officials went down, so they had to stop play for a second, let him get reset.
That was big Zach Wurzberger, number 77, who made the stop there, 6'2", 210-pounder. Nice job for Southmoore. And ready to play again. This is now 3rd down, about a yard. Then they have the 1st down and more there at the 40. And getting close to midfield there. Still on his feet. Breaks inside. They may be out of bounds.
Brown again.
Yeah, there he goes again.
I thought he had stepped out of bounds. It looked like at about the 43 or 44-yard line. And
that's 71-yard touchdown run. Holy cow.
Puts him over 200 yards rushing on the night, close to 210.
Yeah, I thought he was out of bounds on his near sideline as well. They'll take a look at it, but they didn't see anything, and he went all the way 71 yards. So Khary Brown, the 5'10", 175-pound senior, outruns the... And the extra point coming here, my friend Corey Solthvon. Getting better. Come on, Corey. Kick us through here for me. And the kick is good. 28-17 now as Mustang pushes their lead back to 11 points. 7:41 left to play in this first half from Mustang High School, where the Broncos lead the SaberCats. We'll be back with more of our Ford Game of the Week from Mustang, Oklahoma. Stay right there.
Great times, hard work, and memories happen with your car. Before your next adventure, treat your car to a Charlie's Car Wash. Every wash includes our industry-best pre-wash. After your state-of-the-art wash, enjoy our free self-serve vacuums. Or let us provide a fast inside cleaning while you wait. With over 45 years of vehicle cleaning experience, we'll get your car clean, inside and out. Charlie's Car Wash, 5857 Northwest Expressway, War Acres.
As Oklahomans, we know all too well what storm season means. Hail and high winds can come fast and out of nowhere. With a legacy of professionalism, superior work, and honesty, Salazar is the most trusted name in roofing. We'll take a look at the damage and provide you with a free estimate. Then you can be confident knowing your home will be secure. At Salazar, our family is committed to taking care of Oklahoma. Salazar, a name you can trust.
5 carries, 208 yards for that man. Khary Brown, 3 touchdowns he's scored tonight. And the most recent one, a 71-yard sprint. And check it out, Chris, if we want to look at we're going to try and look at the replay, see how close he was to going out of bounds. And it was right there.
Yeah.
Just inches away and able to keep his balance. Yep, avoid the sideline. We both thought he'd step out.
I did,
of course,
too.
We're up here in the press box.
That's
officials right there on the field, so he was watching it. So it was very, very close.
Touchdown runs of 61, 30, and 71 of his 208 yards and just 5 carries for Khary Brown, the outstanding running back.
That's Weeby on the return. Coming into the game, Brown, 271 yards rushing on the season.
Wow.
And he's put up 208 in the first half tonight. And we have a Mustang player hurt down at about the 20-yard line.
I thought the ball came out or not. One of the SaberCats came out of the pile with it. Holding the ball up there was number 8, LJ Gaines, the reserve quarterback. We have a Mustang player still down on the field here. And there's the Mustang offense getting some coaching up there on the sidelines. And Coach Steve Blankenship's staff.
Everybody's got TV screens now on the sidelines, Chris. They can go back and watch how they blocked or how they got blocked on any given play after the series is over with. How about that technology?
I know, being helped off the field there for Mustang. Number 80, that's Christian Duran, sophomore wide receiver.
Hopefully he just knocked knees with somebody, but he's not even putting any weight. I mean, maybe he was in quite a bit of pain when he was laying down on the field.
So Southmoore will bring the offense out. 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Trailing by 11 now to Mustang. And here comes the Broncos defense out on the field.
Offensively on the season, Mustang averaging 25 points a game, Chris, and they've got 28 here in the first half. A bobble on the handoff, but nice pickup.
Out across the 30-yard line. Just shy of a first down here. Nice run by Chris Wilson, number 25. Give him 8, 2nd down and 2 from the 32-yard line. Scott again hands off to Wilson, and Wilson has the first down and more across the 35-yard line. Offensive line, that was Mac Garner, 76, the right tackle. A nice block there for Chris Wilson.
Wilson not afraid of contact, got to that 2nd level and just ran right into the safety.
The other tackle there is number 77, Zach Wurzberger. He's 210. Garner is 6'3", 296. Big hole, 45, midfield. Inside Mustang territory before he's pulled down again is Chris Wilson. Again, a great job blocking on the left side, led by the Zach Wurzberger, the left tackle, 77.
Liam Krivenek with the touchdown-saving tackle for Mustang.
1st and 10 now at the Mustang 41-yard line for Southmoore. Late substitution coming in here.
Sabercats taking their time. Mustang got the ball back after Southmoore had scored. It took them a minute 4 to march downfield and get points back on the board.
Cutting back there was Chris Wilson. And a flag flies.
Nice throw by the referee. It hit one of the linemen. He's looking around going, hey, what was that? See the referee chuckling about it. I mean, not intentional, obviously, but he was in the area of typically you're going to find holding.
Personal foul.
Face mask.
Face mask.
Yeah.
With Mustang. Boy, the Broncos have really hurt themselves with some big penalties tonight so far, I think.
Now, in fact, on one series, the last one where Southmoore went down the field and ended up with a field goal, they had 40 yards in penalties, including 2 15-yard penalties on one play.
You can see Lee Blankenship there is a little hot. So it's now 1st and 10 at the Mustang 23-yard line. Hander goes outside. Number 5 there is Wiebe, and Jacob Wiebe is pulled down right at the line of scrimmage again.
Another flag.
Yep. That could be holding. Yep, it is holding against Southmoore. So the Sabercats, they get penalized this one. They'll mark it back. That's the first penalty of the game, Andy Casey tells us, for the Sabercats. And again, give credit to Coach Jeremy Stark and his team. Well, coach football team, I tell you, they don't look like an 0-5 team, do they, Zig?
No, they don't.
Really?
They've got some possibilities, and you can see what they've done. They opened up with a 45-14 loss to Deer Creek. Stillwater blew them out 66-0, but they're really good. In the last couple of weeks, they were in games with Moore and Putnam North, and things just kind of went the wrong direction in the second half of those games.
Jaden Scott back to pass. Now he's going to run, and he's going to be pulled down in the backfield. Loss on the play. Nice job defensively for Mustang. That was number 90, Corian Hayden, who wrapped himself around him. Corian, 6 foot, 220-pound junior, their number 1 tackler, and pulled Jaden Scott down.
That play took some time to develop, and Scott's got to find his receiver and then get the ball downfield.
2nd and 24. They're going to mark it out for the loss on the play. Over the middle and complete inside the 30-yard line. Well short of any first down, though, to Nope, going to go incomplete.
I think that was going to be his first completion of the night.
Yeah.
Would have been, yeah.
Number 10.
He does have one complete pass.
Number 10, Tyler White. Looked like he had it, but couldn't quite hold on to it there, so incomplete pass. So it's 3rd and 24 from the 37. Sabercats need to get all the way down to the Broncos' 13-yard line for a first down here in this series. Scott back to pass. Pressure's on. Got a good blocking inside there. Throws it down the middle and in and out of the hands. Incomplete.
He's not getting any help from his receivers on the last 2 plays. That's potentially a pass that could have been caught that time by Andre Kennedy.
Liam Kravanak, the number 11, their strong safety. The leading tacklers really gave him a pop there.
I thought Jeremy Stark might go for it since he went for it at his 30 in the first quarter. Why not?
Sid sends his punter, Cameron Little, out. Mustang is one man back in punt, waiting for the punt return here. It's Chris Duran. High snap, pulled down by Little. Gonna bounce and roll near the 10-yard line. That's where it'll be down there. Another flag is on the field.
That one may be against Southmoore. Which would be unfortunate because you pin with a nice punt. You were going to pin Mustang close to the 10-yard line. See the officials talking things over. Don't they know it's cold? They need to quit throwing so many flags. Oh, it's going to be another personal foul against Mustang, Chris.
Mark Clark, the referee.
Oh, he called it against both teams, so
both
it'll be
teams.
offsetting.
Yeah, offsetting. He'll leave the football right there at the 11-yard line. They're going to mark anything off. Let's see. Hey, stay with us at halftime. It's the Weoki Credit Union halftime show coming up. Ziggy will be down there to talk to the coaches. We'll check out the Mustang Night Rider Band. One of the outstanding bands in the state. Review the first half highlights. There have been some big time scoring runs here. And look at all the stats of Andy Casey. That's the Weoki Credit Union halftime show. It's coming up in just about 4 minutes and 9 seconds.
I guess the official pointed the wrong direction because they marked off the yards against Southmoore.
Okay, Southmoore, the personal foul. So it's Mustang 1st and 10 at their 27-yard line. We're coming down to the 4-minute mark. Off the right side. And then again, there's some running room. And off he goes and then run out of bounds there.
It's got to be Brown again, doesn't it? I think they're trying to get him 300 yards before the half.
That was 17, Jordan McFadden. Jordan McFadden on the run.
Yep.
And up the middle. That again is number 22 now, Devon Martin. Again, Coach Blankenship using a lot of guys in the backfield. Said he would tonight. Some real talent there. Got 5, 2nd and 5 here in midfield. Quick pass out to the flat, complete there. First down inside the 40-yard line. Nice pass from Hayden Conrad.
Just a quick hitch route. Just take about 3-4 steps, turn around, and you're wide open.
Number 2, Will Haddock, the 6'3", 185-pound senior, made the catch. Defensively for Southmoore, Joe Stover, 44 on the tackle. Once again, in the right flat, and once again, wide open there on the pass from Scott. Again, a completed pass. That one to Malcolm Barnes, 6'3", 177-pound senior. Number 2. Gain to 7, 2nd and 3. Broncos on the move. Hand off outside it goes.
And that's going to be a face mask, even though he grabbed the back of Brown's helmet. It's still a penalty. You can't grab the helmet and try and pull him down in the front or the back. And Southmoore loaded up everything in the middle of the field, Chris, right in their whole offensive line. They were coming. And Brown was able to scoot outside and get some yards.
Line of scrimmage is the 32-yard line. Now after the penalty mark off for the face mask. That's going to move it inside the 10-yard line. 2:52 left in this first half. It's first down and goal at the 9-yard line for Mustang. Flip with a handoff there, goes outside at the 5 and driving for the end zone. That's Jordan McFadden. Touchdown, number 17, the 5'10", 155-pound senior. Takes it in from 9 yards out, 9-yard touchdown run for Jordan McFadden with his first touchdown of the 2019 season. So Mustang adds to their lead here right before the halftime break. Khary Sullivan, the extra point is up and it's good. 2:39 to play here in Mustang, Oklahoma. As Mustang goes up 35-17. There you see the touchdown run there by number 17, Jordan McFadden. Just hit right at the goal line. Has made some contact there. Number 10, that's Tyler White, their strong safety for the SaberCats. Going to lay a lick on him, but not until he just crossed over the goal line. It is touchdown again for Mustang. 35-17. Mike Ziegenhort's heading down to the field. He'll be talking to Coach Lee Blankenship as he comes off the field for the end of the first half. And we've got a heck of a halftime show planned for you with their outstanding marching band here. An award-winning band at Mustang High School. The Mustang Night Rider Marching Band will be performing for us. Exhausted but happy Jordan McFadden there for that 9-yard touchdown run, his first touchdown of the season. 5'10", 155-pound senior. And waiting for the kickoff for the Sabres. Jacob Weeby, number 5. And that's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be a penalty. It rolls out of bounds at the 1-yard line. So they'll give Southmoore a little better field position here as they'll take over in the last 2 minutes and 39 seconds of this first half. Mustang jumped out quickly. Southmoore fought back, close within 4 points, but since then, Broncos have pushed their lead out here. And the ball going out of bounds means they place it at the 35-yard line. Head coach Jeremy Stark there of the SaberCats, encouraging his team. Senior quarterback Jaden Scott waiting for the snap. Handoff goes to 25, Chris Wilson. Wilson breaks a tackle, goes across the 40-yard line. Defensively, Cale White, linebacker, made the hit there on Chris Wilson. Pick up a 5, 2nd and 5, the 40-yard line. Coming down to the 2-minute mark of this first half. Scott looking to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted.
Got a flag down on the far side as well, Chris. Hey, down here on the field, remember how cold it was when we did pregame?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
The wind must have died down.
The wind's
too, right?
died down.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, it's chilly, but it's not. I feel colder up in the press box than I do down here.
Haddock West, the intended receiver there, the legal receiver downfield. It's going to cost the SaberCats after the incomplete pass. So we'll go from a 2nd and 5. And they'll mark it back to Southmoore's 35-yard line.
That'll make it a 3rd and 10. Southmoore needs to run some clock off. You don't want to leave Mustang anytime. 2:03 right now, and we've seen Mustang score on one play, so you don't want to leave many more time to get points on the board.
Scott fakes the man in motion, keeps it himself. Oh, he's a real pop. Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
wow.
That was Colt Humphrey, 6'2", 210-pound senior who put a lick on the Sabercat quarterback. Trying to help one of his teammates
Scott,
up here,
well,
too.
Yes.
Yeah. That's William Haddock was also in there on the stop. Boy, they combined for a big hit there.
Scott was feeling that he could not get up, and he was laying on top of the defender. He was able to move his body just enough, Chris, for one of the Mustang players to pull his teammate away from Scott.
Watch this lick coming here. Wham, right there, number 1. Colt Humphrey putting a shoulder into quarterback Jaden Scott. That's going to make the football mark down to the 37-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 8 now for the Sabercats. Scott back to pass. Pressure's on. Avoids a couple guys and throws it incomplete, and the flag is down, though. Flag is thrown. It's going to be interference against Mustang.
That'll be a big break for Southmoore. Really, the defensive coverage looked pretty good.
It is pass interference, though, against the Broncos.
Puts them across midfield and a big 1st down for Sabercats.
And the frustration of Coach Lee Blankenship, you can see there, his team has really racked up the penalties here in this first half.
Yeah, how many? Well, I bet they have, what, 8 penalties?
Let's see. Andy's going to tell me here. 10 penalties for 114 yards.
Wow.
Man. So now it's Sabercats 1st and 10. The other side of the 50, they're at the Mustang 47. Handoff goes to number 25, Chris Wilson. Wilson carries a couple defenders with him down near the 40-yard line. Number 90, Corian Hayden on the stop for the Broncos. Not before a gain of 6, though. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 41, counting down to 30 seconds left. Jaden Scott looking, throws complete inside the 35-yard line.
Southmoore does have 2 timeouts left, Chris.
Chase Yarger made the reception there, the 6'1", 167-pound sophomore. The clock is stopped as they move the chains. Let's see if the Sabercats would take one of those timeouts. I think they would at this point. Yep, they do call a timeout. Southmoore stops the clock here with 20 seconds left. And don't forget to stay with us here for our halftime show, the Weoki Credit Union halftime show. First, Zig will talk to Coach Blankenship as he comes off the field for Mustang, their head coach. Then we'll enjoy the Mustang Night Rider Band, review the first half highlights and stats. That's the Weoki Credit Union halftime show. Coming up in just about 20 seconds or so. It's clock time, of course. So it's been a first half, Zig, of big plays and big penalties.
Yeah, penalties have been a part of this first half story. Really, it's two stories what the offense have done. Khary Brown rushing for better than 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, very explosive. But then a lot of penalties, I mean, even on both sides of the ball if you're Mustang. You can't have that, especially as the season goes along, Chris, and you get into the playoff mode. You've got to clean a lot of that up.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line of Mustang. Southmoore has 20 seconds to work. They got one timeout remaining. Once again, Scott looks to pass, steps up in the pocket, under pressure, and now he's going to be double, triple team there, and down he goes.
Now Coach Stark calls his 3rd and final timeout. Yes, Scott's got to have that mental clock going off in his head, Chris. He had Mustang defenders all around him. He's trying to make a big play, and he's just got to unload that ball. Well, he did pick up a yard on the play. You know, you almost want to just unload it, throw it out of bounds, and save some time on the clock.
Yeah, Jaden Scott did a nice job just hanging on to that football as he got triple team there, taking him to the ground there. Good job by the Mustang defense. So they used their final timeout to stop the clock with 8 seconds remaining in this first half. Let's see what Coach Jeremy Stark comes up with for his SaberCats.
They've got time to make one throw toward the end zone and then potentially try a field goal, and their kicker's got enough leg. What little wind there is, maybe about 2 to 3 miles an hour now, would be behind the kicker. He'd already nailed a 27-yarder, or whether no, 37-yarder earlier in this half.
NBC First Baptist Church Mustang is proud to support Mustang athletics. Come on over and join us for worship at 9 or 10:30 Sunday morning.
Again, we started with a 50-degree temperature. It felt like 43 degrees, and all of a sudden, last time we checked, the temperature down near 43 degrees. So it's gotten colder here, but the wind has died down. So Zig said it's not quite as cold as it was before our pregame taping there. And Coach Lee Blankenship there in his first season at Mustang has the Broncos 3-2 and 2-0 in district play after that incredibly big win for this school, the 300th in school history, as they went to Tulsa Union Tuttle Stadium and beat the Redskins 23-21 last Friday for the first win by a team from the West in 26 years at Union Stadium. Here goes Jaden Scott under pressure, and he's not going to have a chance to make the play, and the time's going to run out there. Big defensive hit again. Great job by the Mustang defense, led by number 55 there, nose guard Judson Rowland. 8 tackles for losses come into the game. We'll make it 9 now as the 6'3", 230-pound senior ends the first half by wrapping up Jaden Scott and throwing him down back at the 45-yard line. Into the first half with the Mustang Broncos leading 35-17 over Southmoore. Let's go down to the field with Mike Ziegenhorn.
All right, thanks, Chris. Coach Blankenship. All right, Two Tails offense doing great. Khary Brown better than 200 yards, rushing 3 touchdowns. What do you think about that?
Listen, Khary's playing outstanding. Our offensive line is playing really good tonight. We've got to just eliminate some penalties on defense. We're going to go in, try to square some things up, and we'll be okay in the second half. I'm proud of the effort that our guys are playing with.
That was the other side. I was going to bring up 10 total penalties in that first half.
Yeah, that'll get you beat, and that's too many. We've got to be better in that area. We're going to fix it at the second half, I promise.
Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Chris, up to you.
All right, Coach Lee Blankenship. Mentioned what a fine job he's done just coming here. Last year he was at Bartlesville High School. He was kidding me that for his wife, he said, just had to pack up and move. They just got a house and lived in it for 8 months, and then his coach is on the move again. He had a great run in Biggs and up in Bartlesville, and how do you turn down a heck of a job like Mustang here? 6-1. He's got his Broncos leading at the half, 35-17 over Southmoore.
The Ford Game of the Week is being brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Visit your best in Oklahoma Ford dealers for the best deals on Ford's full line of vehicles. Ford is the best in Oklahoma. Weoki Federal Credit Union, proud sponsors of the Weoki Kick for Cash. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Roller weight loss and advanced surgery. Your best you starts here. The Plaza at Town Square by McCaleb Homes. Love where you live. And by Cox, bringing us closer.
Hello there, I'm Mick Cornett, and along with Kent Myers, we do a television show called The Verdict.
We try to bring you good guests with good information so that after you've watched our show, you know more than you did before you tuned in. So please tune in.
Topics from all over Oklahoma. You can see it on YurView Oklahoma's YouTube channel and also on YurView Channel 3. Join us on The Verdict. I hope you'll see us and as we learn more about Oklahoma and all of the wonderful things going on in our state.
YurView.com.
The right connection can open a world of curiosity for your child. With Cox, families that have a K-12 student and receive government assistance could qualify for low-cost home internet with Wi-Fi. That means more learning and more achieving. Qualify now. It's time to connect with Cox.
Game time on YurView.
For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Come on in and discover the new Cox Solutions store. Experience a whole new level of in-home comfort. It's all right here at the Cox Solutions store. Discover, learn, and experience more.
Welcome to our Weoki halftime from Mustang, Oklahoma. Mustang High School with the Broncos. The Mustang lead the Southmoore SaberCats 35-17. Plenty young folks on the field here, getting our halftime underway. As they leave the field, we'll be getting ready for the appearance of the Mustang Night Rider Marching Band. Outstanding band. In fact, they went to the semifinals of the Bands of America competition just a year ago in 2018. Heard them in their pregame roast. They're doing an outstanding job. They got some special get the young people all lined up here. Our Mustang Night Rider band will be under the direction of Ryan Eggman. They got a special performance here. While we're waiting for the band to take the field, we can show you some first half highlights. We got a bunch of first half highlights there. Some big plays. And got underway with Khary Brown as the star of the first half. His 61-yard touchdown run. This was the first offensive snap of the game for Mustang, and Cook's 7-0 lead. Then we had a big play from Jaden Scott, the outstanding senior quarterback for the SaberCats, as he has a long run to the end zone and ties this game up 7-7. Back the reverse comes. This comes again to Khary Brown. This one is just a short touchdown run of 30 yards this time. To put the back in front. Cameron Little kicks a 37-yard field goal to bring the SaberCats within 4 points in the first half. Now, good job here running, bringing tackles Chris Wilson. And Wilson breaks a long touchdown run. He goes into the end zone. Then here's a big run down the sideline. It comes with Khary Brown. Shakes another couple tackles. This one, he goes 71 yards into the end zone for another long touchdown on the Mustang. And now it's Jordan McFadden who takes the pitch, and he's just going to get into the end zone right there, just crosses the goal line for the final score of the first half. And at the half, it is 35-17 now. Mustang over Southmoore. The young folks are leaving the field here. And the band is lined up on the sideline, getting ready to make their appearance. They got a special performance at Roar. They said it's kind of a Jurassic Park type. I guess dinosaurs are involved. There's one right there. Look at this. I think that is one of those raptors or something. You see, he's being tried to control by the band members here. He looks pretty vicious here. Look at that. He's people trying to take control of this thing. We're going to let you know the drum majors are Adeline Klein, Andrew Sanders, Nathaniel Shane, and Emma Smith. Oh, Dylan Candy's going to be featured, right? Our engineer's son is, what, a junior, I believe? Is that right? Tell me. Right. Oh, my gosh, a freshman at Mustang High School. What's his instrument?
Mustang High School's 2019 program is entitled
Oh, my gosh. Look, this looks like Jurassic Park down there. We've got all kinds of raptors all over the field here now. As the flag girls try to control these dinosaurs as the band makes their position. Oh my gosh, I count about, there must be 20 dinosaurs down there. How about this for a show? Weoki halftime show, the Mustang Night Rider Band, as you mentioned, award-winning band. The championship semifinals of Band America 2010. There's Dylan Candy, our engineer's freshman. His oldest son there. He's gonna be a proud dad in the truck there. I'll tell you, these band kids, I don't think they work harder than the football team. It's amazing how many hours they put in. All these high schools around the state of Oklahoma with outstanding music programs. What a presentation. Look at this. Feel like we're back at Jurassic Park. Trying to get a head count on dinosaurs down here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my gosh, there's gonna be 40 dinosaurs down there. Maybe 50. Oh my gosh. They put on quite a show here at Mustang High School under this Mustang Night Rider band. Ryan Eggman, the director. About to hear a performance they've titled Roar. So enjoy the halftime music of our Night Rider band here at Mustang High School in Mustang, Oklahoma, on a chilly Friday night of October, with their football team leading 35-17 at the half. Here we go. What a performance by the Mustang Night Rider Band. Wow, that was everything Jurassic Park had and more. Congratulations. Outstanding show by Mustang High School's award-winning band. We'll take a break here at the half, where Mustang leads Southmoore 35-17. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week.
Attention all timeshare owners. Were you a victim of a high-pressure or dishonest timeshare sales agent? Were you misled and confused by what you were buying? Did the timeshare fail to deliver what you were promised? Do you feel that you overpaid and just won out? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we can help. We're Timeshare Compliance, and every day we help hundreds of timeshare victims protect their rights, and we can help you too. Our team can legally terminate your timeshare agreement, ending the payments forever, saving you thousands. But you must act now. Call now for a free consultation. With one simple call, the professionals at Timeshare Compliance can legally terminate your timeshare agreement and help end your financial suffering. You could save thousands. So call now before another payment is due. Timeshare Compliance is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. Don't wait. Call 800-865-0145, 800-865-0145, 800-865-0145.
Are you or a loved one between the ages of 50 to 80 years old? If you are younger than 80 years old, do you receive Social Security, disability, or Medicare? If you answered yes, you may qualify for $30,000 in funeral insurance for only pennies a day. The average funeral costs around $11,000, and Social Security only pays $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the balance. Call now to see if you qualify for $30,000 in funeral expense coverage from Senior Legacy Life. Your rate will never increase, your benefits will never decrease, and there is no medical exam, even if you have a pre-existing disease or illness. Don't be a financial burden to your family. Lock in your rate by completing an application over the phone right now. Will you qualify for funeral insurance up to $30,000 for only pennies a day? Find out for free by calling Senior Legacy Life.
Call 1-800-915-6530. That's 1-800-915-6530. 1-800-915-6530.
Game time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Well, I'm sad to report we had one minor casualty of the halftime show as the Mustang Knight Rider Band, with their presentation of Jurassic Park theme Roar, as they called it, as one of their Raptors dragging off one of the bandits. What a show, though. Congratulations again for the Mustang Knight Rider Band. There's our look at the statistics so far here, with Mustang leading Southmoore 35-17. You see rushing, the SaberCats 176, the Broncos 302, most of that to that outstanding running back of theirs, Khary Brown, was over 200 yards. Passing yards, not much for either team. First downs, actually Southmoore had 2 more first downs than did the Broncos. And penalties, that was a big story there for the Broncos. You see 10 flags for 114 yards. The key individual thing was Khary Brown with 3 rushing touchdowns, the 61, 30, and 71. We're back. Second half action here from Mustang, Oklahoma. Stay with us here. Poor guy.
When it's your business, owner is just one of your jobs. Cox Business Security Solutions can help with a customized surveillance and detection system that lets you adjust the temperature while you're picking up flowers for the cafe. An extra set of eyes confirming tonight's special arrived so you can add it to the board. It's the promise of a good night's sleep, reassuring you everything is in its place and will still be there for whatever your job may be tomorrow.
Countless innocent by adult scout leaders. The Boy Scouts of America's own secret files reveal that since 1910, they admitted into scouting thousands of child molesters. If you were abused in a scouting program, you are not alone. Come forward. New laws may allow you a path to significant financial compensation. Call now.
Call 1-800-872-0642. Again, that's 1-800-872-0642.
Were you a victim of a high-pressure or dishonest timeshare sales agent? Were you misled and confused with what you were buying? Did the timeshare fail to deliver what you were promised? Do you feel that you overpaid and just won out? If you answered yes to any of these questions, we can help. We're Timeshare Compliance. Our team can legally terminate your timeshare agreement, ending the payments forever. With one simple call, we can help end the financial suffering.
Call 800-862-8116. 800-862-8116.
Attention.
Diagnosed with ovarian cancer. In July 2018, a talcum manufacturer was ordered by a Missouri jury to pay $4.7 billion to 22 women who contracted ovarian cancer after use of baby powder and other talc products. The court upheld the record verdict, ruling that substantial evidence was submitted at trial of reprehensible conduct by the manufacturer. Don't wait. Make the call today.
Please call 800-679-8213.
It is halftime here in Mustang. Broncos lead Southmoore 35-17. Second half getting ready to start. Coach Jeremy Stark, Southmoore coach, your thoughts on the first half? You guys were pretty competitive.
Yeah, we were. We did some really good things in the first half. Offensively, we were able to move the ball a little bit, put some points on the board. Defensively, we've got to be able to tackle better. We've got to be able to stop the run, try to make them throw the football. They've struggled. When we've made them throw the football, they've had issues throwing the football. So, we got to make sure we tackle on defense. They're kind of whipping us up front on defense, and so we got to do a better job up front defensively and try to make them throw the football a little bit.
All right, Coach, good luck second half.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, Jeremy Stark, the head coach, guys. Ford game of the week. Second half on the way.
Drive a new Ford F-150 today with 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Are you live? Discover the communities of Town Square by McCaleb Homes. Charming historic architecture takes you back to a simpler time, yet with all the modern amenities. These walkable communities in Edmond are designed so you can get to know your neighbors the old-fashioned way. Our Residence Club features a state-of-the-art fitness studio and indoor and outdoor party spaces. Come see and feel the vintage craftsmanship at the communities of Town Square. You'll love where you live.
Hello there, I'm Mick Cornett, and along with Kent Myers, we do a television show called The Verdict.
We try to bring you good guests with good information so that after you've watched our show, you know more than you did before you tuned in. So please tune in.
Topics from all over Oklahoma. You can see it on YurView Oklahoma's YouTube channel and also on YurView Channel 3. Join us on The Verdict. I hope you'll see us and as we learn more about Oklahoma and all of the wonderful things going on in our state.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Welcome back to Mustang, Oklahoma, Mustang High School, where the Broncos lead the visiting Southmoore SaberCats 35-17 here as we wrap up our Wioki halftime. I'll let you know also the outstanding performance by that Mustang Night Rider band. Their kids are heading down to Dallas for weekend competition. Then they've also qualified to be taking part in the Bands of America, the big national competition in Indianapolis. That on October 26th. But that was some kind of halftime show. You ever seen so many dinosaurs in your life?
No. I was running for the hills.
I was worried about you down. They dragged one poor guy off, but he did recover. He stood up afterwards, so I'm happy to report. Hey, some good baseball action in St. Louis tonight, huh?
Well, only if you're a Nationals
I guess
fan. Cards are being no-hit.
Anibal Sanchez, a no-hitter through 5 innings, and Washington scored a run in the second inning, has made that stand up so far. It's 1 run on 7 hits and 1 error for the Nationals, and the Cardinals all zeros. Shutout so far as they bat in the bottom of the 6th. Man,
it's mentioned no-hitter about 10 times, throw it out in the universe, and then they'll get a hit, right?
That's what you do.
Isn't that how it works?
So Southmoore opened the ball game by receiving, so they will kick off to start the second half as they trail 35-17. And you see for the Broncos, waiting for the kick. They have 2 men back there. 28 was Jacoby Johnson there. And they try an onside kick to start things off. And let's see, a scramble for it near midfield. Did go out of bounds? I think it went out of bounds, though.
Boy, they nearly had it.
Yep.
It did go out of bounds, and they were just waiting for it to bounce to him, and it took one of those crazy hops, as the oblong football often does, Chris. Take another look at it.
Nice try by their place kicker there, number 21, Cameron Little.
They had to wait for the ball to go 10 yards, and it was at the 8-yard, and then all of a sudden it just skipped forward like it had a rocket pack in it.
So here come the Broncos offense out, led again by their 6'5", 215-pound senior quarterback. That's number 12, Hayden Conrad. A little discussion among the officials where they spot the football right at the midfield mark, it looks like. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right in the formation they are showing to start the second half. In the backfield is Harvey Phillips, number 7. And the discussion is where they place the football. And Lee Blankenship, the Broncos head coach, is visiting with the officials.
Typically, when you kick it out of bounds, I mean, it's deeper, so you would mark it at the 40, but since it's on the other side of the 40, they're going to spot it where it actually went out of bounds. So I'm not sure why if they're arguing about where it's supposed to be spotted.
Okay, here we go. So they're going to mark it at the 45-yard line, the Southmoore territory.
I have no idea.
I was going to ask Zeke, I'm sure has an explanation.
I have to ask one of my referee friends what the heck that was.
I know it. So Conrad waits in the shotgun for the snap. Takes it, hands off, up the middle it goes. A short gain on the play there.
Well, for Mustang, Chris, second half, what you want to do, be methodical. Keep your offense moving. Clean up the issues that they had in the first half with those 10 penalties that they got both offensively and defensively.
Khary Brown made the run there. Now that's Harvey Phillips carrying the football now, close to the first down marker.
Well, what a tandem at running back they have with those two kids, isn't it?
Khary Brown, Harvey Phillips. They've got a bunch of guys in the backfield. Devon Martin.
And a lot of times, Brown lines up in a slot position or an H-back, and they're moving him around, just getting the ball in his hands.
That was Harvey Phillips that carried for the first down for Mustang on a 3rd and 1. As they move the football on the 30-yard line. Up the middle it goes, carrying a couple of Sabercats with him there. Nice lead block, by the way, by 75, the center, Ethan Bunch. As Harvey Phillips takes it down to the 25-yard line. Hand off the right side. Short gain on the play.
I'd be surprised if they throw the ball much here in the second half.
Phillips again, the ball carrier, number 7. It's first down at the 19-yard line of Southmoore for Mustang. Handoff goes outside, spun around, reversing his direction here. Now here comes Khary Brown. Khary Brown goes inside the 5-yard line, but we're shoved out of bounds there.
Well, what a night he is having. Came in with, what, 271 on the season?
Yeah.
Had a little more than 200 at the half.
Touchdown runs of 61, 30, and 71 yards. Defensively for the Sabercats. Helping to get him out of bounds there was Tyler White, their strong safety, who's had a heck of a football game. First and goal from the 6.
238 on the ground now for Brown.
Wow. Offside, the football's loose. See if they mark him down. Getting back on it very quickly, though, for Mustang was their big left tackle, Cade Williamson, number 70.
Well, that could have turned things real quick had Southmoore come up with that loose ball.
And it was a fumble. They were going to mark it at the 10-yard line, so it's second and goal now from the 10. Just underway in the second half here at Mustang.
Coach Stark commented, Chris, you heard him at the halftime where he said, hey, we've got a tackle. And they're still having a little bit of issue with that.
Here's Conrad being chased, throws on the run, the back of the end zone, and incomplete.
Well defended in the secondary by Southmoore.
Tended there for number 10. Who else? Khary Brown.
He's all over the field. Leading receiver, second leading rusher.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10. Conrad looks to the sideline for the play from Coach Blankenship's offensive staff. 2 receivers split to the top, 2 to the bottom. 1 back in the backfield. It's going to be Conrad to roll and throw to the end zone and incomplete. Low to the outside. It'll be 4th down and 10 from the 10. Let's see if Coach Blankenship wants to bring his field goal team out. Here they come. Led by my friend, of course, Khary Southmoore. How about that, Jose?
Yeah, nice. You were working on that at the half.
Darn right. This young man there. Soccer star has also been perfect tonight with extra points. And now the field goal opportunity here. It's going to be a short one. Ball at the 17-yard line. 27-yard field goal for Khary Southmoore. Here's the snap. Here's the kick.
Missed it.
Oh, that's good. You had to slid in that left hip point. I thought it was outside too. Yeah. Just got it in there. So that makes it 38-17 now for Mustang on the 27-yard field goal. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back to Mustang, Oklahoma, right after this on our Ford Game of the Week.
Hold on to me. Don't let me go. Your first name is free. Last name is dumb.
Drive a new Ford Expedition today with 0% financing for 72 months plus 2,000 Ford credit bonus cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Billy Sims makes feeding your hungry crew fast and easy. Our take-home packs feed 4 to 10 people, so we have you covered no matter what. Let Billy Sims make you the takeout hero. For a limited time, get your favorite 2-liter Pepsi product with any take-home pack.
Beautiful shot of the moon over Mustang, Oklahoma. Can't call it a full moon. Is that a winter moon, Zig? What do you think?
Fall.
Yeah.
Fall moon. Yeah. Moon over Mustang. Is that kind of like moon over Miami?
No, not when it's 40 degrees, whatever it is right now. Look, even the moon is shivering.
Yeah.
That's how cold it is.
It looks cold, doesn't it? Beautiful shot. Great job by our crew here, as always.
Yeah.
Those guys working hard. They're all bundled up. They've got their coats on. You know it's cold when Dave Davies, who always wears shorts, had long pants on tonight.
That is first tip-off right there.
Yes.
Of course, Southmoore would just kick that field goal to give the Broncos their first points of our second half here, 38-17. We'll kick it off to the SaberCats.
So Linden Fong, right?
Yankeweeby, very good. Waiting deep for Southmoore. Drops the football, picking it up there is Wilson. He pushed back before he can get to the 20-yard line. A little pushing and shoving now after the fact.
Yeah, a little chippiness going on. Somebody didn't like the way they got pushed around and blocked.
Tackle made there by Josh Boynton.
Oh, how about those keys to the game, Chris? You want to revisit those?
Hey, you were right on with those things. Let's talk about those.
Pretty close.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Southmoore, they need to get the W. They have played a little bit better tonight.
They have.
You look at them 0-5, you think, man, well, you know, how's this team going to react? They've reacted very positively. Mustang avoid the letdown. For the most part, they have, other than the 10 penalties in the first half. And yes, I said they were going to light it up tonight, and they have. 38-17, 55 points on the board in this football game.
I think, in fairness, has been more competitive than most people thought, Zeke, coming into this game.
Yep.
Mainly because of this guy, Jaden Scott, the outstanding senior quarterback. Keeps it about the 25-yard line, and gang tackle there by the Mustangs.
I think he was probably happy to see halftime because, remember, on that third down play, he took a really hard hit. And then the last play of the half, scrambling away, got taken down in a sack. So he took some big hits the last 30 seconds of the half.
Judson Rowan, 55, in on the tackle there. Hayden, number 90, also. That mean-looking mouthpiece there. Got some fangs out here as we approach Halloween.
I love those, don't you?
Yeah, good
Those are
time.
great.
6'3", 230-pound senior nose guard. Judson Rowland. Got 6, did Scott. 2nd down and 4.
Pressure defense from the Broncos.
Gives it to himself, and is going to be pulled down in by a Mustang defense. Gang tackling again, led by Liam Kravanek. He's one of those guys mentioned among the top 100 defensive players in Vite magazine. 7 tackles, 3 for losses for Liam. It's going to be a 3rd and about 3 for Southmoore.
There's Braden Jarman, been in a bunch of tackles. 2018, he was the team's defensive player of the year, and I'm talking about the other linebacker, number 8.
And they just handed Southmoore a 1st down. Offsides in the defense against Mustang. That's going to make Coach Blankenship crazy, isn't he? He wasn't very pleased with those penalties in the 1st half, was he?
Well, he was smiling when I was talking to him, but you could tell it was eating him up on the inside.
Man, over 100 yards in penalties the 1st half. There's Southmoore coach Jeremy Stark trying to get his team going here.
Yeah. Scott with a keeper again over to that right side, pick up 3-4 yards.
Again, gang tackle over there for the Broncos. He'll give about 3 or 4. Let's call it 2nd down and 6. Football at the 36-yard line, and now limping a bit is Jaden Scott, their outstanding quarterback. He comes limping off the field. Takes a knee, and I think they're going to call a timeout here.
Yeah, for him to get off
the
field.
I think that's Noah Peters, a sophomore, coming in to take his place. 5'10", 150 pounds, number 14. He's the thrower of the group, 27 of 58, 195 yards. But he's also has 7 interceptions. You can see Coach Jaden Scott on the sidelines there, the SaberCats. It turns over to sophomore Noah Peters for this drive. Handoff, bouncing outside. There's 25, Chris Wilson. Wilson, 40, 45, run out of bounds there.
And enough for a 1st down. Good run, great blocking too up front by those big guys who you've been talking about all night long, and what a great job they've done for Southmoore.
Zach Wertzberger, the left tackle. Ben Statz, the left guard. Joshua Clay, the center. Brady Kellum, the right guard. And Matt Garner, the right tackle. The starters for Southmoore. 1st and 10 now for the SaberCats at the own 45-yard line. And back in is Jaden Scott at quarterback. Don't take it back. That is still Peters. Peters is still there. Hands off up the middle. It goes again to Chris Wilson. And Wilson carries a couple of guys with him to the midfield stripe.
Wilson has been a workhorse. That was his 14th carry of the night. 130 yards. 131 now after that run, Chris. So what a job that he has done. And there you see Peters' stats. You talked about it. The 7 interceptions as they continue to give Jaden Scott a rest on the sidelines.
Peters in the shotgun on a 2nd down and 5 from midfield for Southmoore. Keeping it is Peters, rolls to the right and throws, and there's interception number 8. Picked off there.
Read well by the defender. Peters thought he had an open man, and the defender dropped back.
Colt Humphrey, the 6'2", 210-pound senior, made the interception, and mentioned that is Peters' 8th interception of the season. And Mustang will take over the turnover here with 5:52 to play in this 3rd quarter.
You see the bootleg, and then Humphrey just kind of baiting him. Followed one of the receivers outside, and then just fell off. Here you see that the one receiver he was supposed to be defending, he fell away from him. And then the officials get together again. Someone dropped their hanky on the field.
Noah Peters threw the interception and made the tackle on the play.
And this time it's going to be a personal foul against Southmoore.
Colton Humphrey, their linebacker, number 1, made the interception on the play.
You see Jeremy Stark getting the explanation from our referee.
Mark Clark has been busy today, the official.
Yes, he has.
More airtime than we have, Zig. More camera time, certainly.
Yeah. Way more camera time.
So after the interception, then the 15-yard personal foul penalty will march the football down to the SaberCats' 30-yard line, where Mustang will have it 1st and 10 there, leading 38-17. As you look at Coach Blankenship from the sideline. Of course, he is the cousin of Bill Blankenship, the multiple state champion coach of Owasso High School. The Rams, the number 1 ranked team in 6A1 and still undefeated.
Well, when his uncle Bill was coaching at Union, he actually went up there as a youngster from Spiro, went to a team camp, and always dreamed of coming back to Union, as Mustang's going to score again.
And guess who?
Brown.
Khary Brown, 30 yards. That is now 61, 30, 71, and 30. 4 touchdowns. Do we have to vote on the player of the game?
I think it voted for itself after that run.
I know it. I think that Fiddle takes care of that one. Wow. 5'10", 175-pound senior Khary Brown. What a night he has had. My gosh.
.268 yards.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
Came in 271 total for the season through the first 5 weeks.
Khary Sullivan along with the extra point. He may be my player of the game, if I can say his name now.
Don't do that to me.
I'd like to see you interview him there. So let's take a break here with 5:41 to play here as Mustang pushes the lead over Southmoore to 45-17. And the Broncos, led by Khary Brown, are rolling.
I'd always wanted to get braces, always considered it, thought about it. You know, how long is this going to take? Am I too old to do this? What am I going to look like with braces on? With payment options and everything else, nothing's hindering me now. I just need to go ahead and do it. The staff, for one, is awesome. The doctor's great. I know I had friends growing up saying, oh, it hurts. I didn't have that experience. I can't wait to see my teeth without being masked by wires, right? Hindsight, I would have done it again 100 times over.
No one thinks it will happen to them, but injuries caused by someone else can be devastating.
You need the personal injury professionals at the Able Law Firm. More than a half-century of legal experience means we're among the most proven and reliable firms in the state. Able attorneys average 20-plus years of legal experience, and that means more favorable outcomes for injured Oklahomans.
If you've been injured by someone else's actions and need help now, we're ready, we're willing, we're able.
And there's young Khary Brown with a big smile on his face, as he should have, with his 4th touchdown of the night. 61, 30, 71, and 30 yards. And what do you say, 200 and what now for?
68.
Wow.
268, 9 carries, 268, averaging what? Is that almost 30 yards a carry?
Wow.
And he's done it twice with 2 30-yard touchdown runs.
Khary Sullivan will be kicking it off for the Mustangs. The Broncos of Mustang, I should say.
We can update you on some other scores in this district, Chris.
High kick, short kick.
That may be trouble.
Bounces, and they get on the ball real quickly. Let's see a scramble for it here. I think Southmoore was able to get on it, but they let it bounce. It is Southmoore's football. Good job there, number 25 for the SaberCats. Chris Wilson got on the football, and will be Southmoore football 1st and 10th at 26, and Zig has some scores in the district.
Yeah, Union leads Putnam City North 28-7. Of course, North tied atop the district standings with Mustang at both at 2-0. And then the other game, Owasso leading Norman North 38-0. So they're up there as well. Looks like Owasso is going to remain undefeated, and the #1 team continue to be the #1 team in Class 6A.
Handoff goes up the middle.
It's Wilson again.
Yeah, Jaden Scott is back at quarterback. It's good news for Southmoore fans. Their senior quarterback, after getting a little nick there, came off for a few series, and Noah Peters threw that interception. So Scott's back out there with Chris Wilson, 25 in the backfield with him. Second down and 8 at the 29-yard line. Wilson again reverses his field. Has some running room. They're going to have a first down. Run out of bounds or close to it at the 37-yard line. Looks like he will have the first down.
They had to get right to the 37, and looks like where they're spotting it, he's got enough.
First down, SaberCats.
As they put it at the 38. And nice job by Wilson. Everything was flowing right, and he had nowhere to go, and he kind of glanced back to his left, Chris, saw a bunch of green turf, and took off.
Scott triggers it from the 38-yard line on a first down. Man in motion, takes the handoff. And being spun, thrown down there. Number 3, Kennedy Honoré with the carry on the play. Tackle made for just 2 yards, so just 2nd and 8 now.
As soon as Scott handed the ball off, one of the Mustang defenders tried to tackle him, and the defender ended up on the ground, and Scott just stood there and looked at him like, what are you doing? I don't even have the ball.
2nd and 8 now from their own 40-yard line. Quick pass outside, it goes to Chase Yager. Yager is going to be swarmed under. Big gang tackling there. Coriana Hayden leading the way, number 90. Also, Roland was in there. There's number 23.
That's just the 2nd completed pass of the night for Scott. 3rd. So third completion. It's 3 out of 10 for 16 yards, Chris. Need a big gain right here. They're 3rd and 7.
Kale White, the linebacker, 27, also part of that tackle. 3rd and 7 to 41. On the roll, pass it knocked away, knocked down. Nice defensive play there. And once again, number 27, Kale White of the Broncos knocks that ball down. Will set up a 4th down.
They tried to fool him with the bootleg, but Mustang was not fooled at all. As you mentioned, Kale White was there to deflect it. The sophomore linebacker batted it away.
Cam Riddle to punt it away for Southmoore. Chris Duran for Mustang is in single punt safety, standing inside his 25-yard line. High snap, kick is away. On the run, Chris Duran takes it, brings it all the way up close to the 45-yard line. That's where Mustang will take over. 1st and 10 with 3:04 left to play in the 3rd quarter, and a 45-17 lead here over Southmoore. It's Mustang High School, one of the just a few public high schools in Oklahoma. Zig to receive a distinguished great schools rating of 10 out of 10. They've produced a number of state champions.
28 total, and their marching band, of course, went to the semifinals at the BOA in 2018. Some notable alumni, Chris, that have been here. Dennis Bird, former TU NFL player, and of course lost his life in a car accident a couple of years ago outside of Tulsa. First down pass complete.
Whoa. Hayden Conrad, a beautiful high lofting pass, and taken there by number 2, Will Haddix. And a first down for the Broncos. They'll have it inside the 20-yard line at the 19. 1st and 10. Southmoore's 19. Conrad again looks to the end zone, throws, and it is incomplete, knocked away.
Some other big-time alumni from here. Josh Cooper, who was a wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns. Kendall Cross, gold medal winning Olympic athlete. And here's a look at this nice catch.
Great grab there by Will Haddix, number 2, their senior wide receiver. And looking for the end zone to Tristan Plumley, was incomplete in the corner of the end zone there.
And they complete a pass to Chris Doran. And it's a 1st and goal now for Mustang.
1st and goal at the 6. Jaden Conrad looks to the sideline. A little bit of confusion here, so they're going to stop the clock. A timeout. Mustang has called the timeout here with 2 minutes and 33 seconds left in this third quarter. Take a look again, and all of a sudden, they wanted Mustang to throw the football. Well, that's not working out too well in the second half. They're starting to hit some big ones here, Zig.
It's my fault for saying they really won't throw much here in the second half.
Yeah.
They want to run the clock and get the game over with, but check them out as they hook up here. William Haddix with the nice catch. You know, he got behind the defender, and he was able to make the adjustment and come back and make the reception. So 3-2 the record for Mustang on the season. Won their first 2, lost the next 2, beat Union last week, and then to wrap up the season the next 4 weeks, they've got Edmond North Thursday. Then they host Owasso in a big showdown, and that may be the one that decides the district championship.
October 25th, going to be on Game Time, right?
Yep. It'll be the fourth game of the week. Yeah, then they go to Putnam North and at Moore to wrap up the season. So that'll be the next 4 weeks are going to be pretty tough for this Mustang Bronco football team. They're going to have to clean up a lot of the mistakes that they've been making.
But circle that game for October 25th here at Mustang's home field, where the Owasso Rams, on one team in the state, come to town with the Battle of the Blankenships. Handoff up the middle, and untouched into the end zone goes Harvey Phillips. Nice ball handling by Hayden Conrad, the quarterback. Harvey Phillips took it off the left side there, goes 7 yards untouched for the touchdown. And we've hung half 100 on him here, Zig. We've gone to 51-17 now for the Broncos.
And we have a Southmoore player down at around the 10-yard line. Looks like maybe one of their defensive linemen.
Couldn't see the number there.
It's Mustang.
It's number 70, DJ Ware, their big 357-pound nose guard, is down on the field. And there you take a look at Harvey Phillips, the senior running back, number 7, who just scored the 7-yard touchdown.
Now, Mustang's got some decent weapons, Chris, and Hayden Conrad has had a couple of nice completions on this drive to help get him into the end zone.
Head coach Jeremy Stark out there was Southmoore's head coach, checking in on his senior nose guard, DJ Ware, who's down on the field. Now he's sitting up at least.
Has his helmet off. He was not moving there for about 15-20 seconds, so good to see him up on his feet.
His backup is a sophomore, 237-pounder, Christian Darts, if they put him in the game. But DJ Ware is coming off. You see Harvey Phillips again there on the sideline. They just scored the last touchdown for the Broncos. We have 2:27, you see on the scoreboard there, left in this third quarter. As Mustang ready to push their record to 4-2, and most importantly, those Zing, most surprisingly, probably 3-0 in the district.
Yeah. They will improve to 3-0. If Putnam North's Union game holds up with the Redskins winning, they will drop to 2-1. It looks like Owasso's going to roll to a win, so they will also be in 3-0. So Owasso and Mustang will be 2-1.
They're going to wear out for Corey Soldenbong, the soccer-style kicker, boots it through for the 52nd point for Mustang, and 2:27 left in this third quarter. Mustang now adds their lead 52-17. It was 35-17 at the half. There you see the fake throw and the handoff to Harvey Phillips, who goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Good blocking on the left side again. Williamson there.
Big hole for him
to
run through, and he didn't get anybody on defense get near him until he was right at the end zone. So Moore is also winning tonight. They are undefeated in the district, also at 2-0. So they're up 49-7. So they'll be 3-0 along with the Owasso Rams.
And that's going to be a meeting at the last game of the season, November 8th, at Moore, for this Mustang football team. So some big games still ahead for the Broncos. And for all these teams in a surprisingly close and tight district race. We start tonight officially, right? The second half of the 2019 season. Wow.
After tonight, just 4 weeks left. Can you believe that? How quick it's gone?
Gosh. Always seems that way, doesn't it? You wait and wait, and all of a sudden they're here and it's gone.
It's gone. And then we got to wait another 6 months for it to start up again. Super Bowl ends that first weekend in February, and everybody's going, wait a minute, there's no football till August. What are we going to do?
So Southmoore waiting for the kickoff.
Great crowd. Good support by the folks of Mustang out here tonight.
Press of the long, boots it downfield, and jumping high to hit down the 25-yard line, bringing it down for the SaberCats. Number 9, their wide receiver, Parker Mullet, who took the short kick. And out comes the SaberCat offense again, led by senior quarterback, number 11, Jaden Scott. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They need to eat up the clock here in the third quarter, keep Mustang's offense off the field, and have a nice 3, 4, 5-minute drive into the fourth and put some points on the board. They have not scored at all here in the second half, and a couple of times they have touched the ball, Chris. They punted and they turned it over on down, or had an interception. They turned it over.
Scott takes a low snap. Thought about throwing him, now he's going to run with the football. Takes it across the 25, just short of the 30-yard line. Get 3 or 4 on the play.
Coach Blankenship is trying to establish and infect a nice culture here at Mustang, and you know he's gone all the way down into the youth leagues, the junior high, and trying to get a lot more people involved and a lot more players involved, and it's really had a big impact here.
Jaden Scott by himself in the backfield in the shotgun, 2nd and 5 from the 29-yard line. Looks out to the left flat, hits Jacob Weeby, the wide receiver there. Short gain on the play.
The attacking pressure defense of Mustang really came into play that time. He threw the ball out to Weeby, and he had 3 or 4 yards in front of him. As soon as he caught the ball and turned upfield, he had 3 defenders right in front of him.
Cale White, 27, a sophomore, was one of the first ones to hit in there. Got a big congratulations from the defensive assistant on the sideline. Now it's 3rd down and 5, no gain on the play from the 29. SaberCats need to get near the 35 to keep this drive going. And Scott takes a snap. Oh, almost intercepted again.
That one should have been picked off.
Right into the hands of Judson Rowland, the senior nose guard, number 55. Couldn't hold on to it there, so it'll be 4th and 5 now. And here comes the punt team again with ready to kick it away with Cameron Little.
They've had 4 possessions here in the third quarter. 3 of them ended in punts and 1 ended in an interception.
That one should have been another interception too. So Cameron Little to punt it away. Low snap, rushes on. He's got to run with the football, trying to get it away. Does get the kick away. Nice job by Little there. Kicks it out of bounds. Going to be a short kick, but he was lucky to get that ball away at all.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was not a good snap, and all of a sudden when he was ready to kick, he was under so much pressure. There was 4 or 5 defenders right in front of him. He decided to take off and run, and it was a good thing he did. Able to get a kickoff.
Take a look at it again. Cameron Little.
He snap. He said, oh, shoot, look at all these guys coming at me. I better go. And he was able to at least get it off, but he kicked it out of bounds. And good field position for Mustang at the 45 of Southmoore.
Short punt to the 45-yard line. That's where Mustang takes over with Hayden Conrad. 1st and 10. There's the handoff. Dragging guys with him there. Nicely done by That's Devon Martin, reserve tailback in the game now, as I'm sure Coach Blankenship will think about playing a number of his players now. Stop the clock while they move the chains. First down at the Southmoore 35, and the clock now running. The final seconds here of our third quarter. Hayden Conrad and the Broncos break the huddle with 5 seconds left here in this 40-second clock. 2 seconds, get the snap underway. There's Devon Martin again. He's going to be pushed out of bounds, but not before he gets another first down. As time runs out here in the third quarter. That's the end of 3 quarters of play here at Mustang High School. Flag is down as well. Let's see what this is all about.
The officials.
Yeah, they're going to mark it at the 25-yard line. Not sure what the penalty is yet. Well, both teams have gone to the sideline to end the quarter here, so. Again, it was 35-17 Mustang at the half. As we play another 12 minutes here, this third quarter, the Broncos have increased the lead to 52-17. Not quite sure what this is all about. We couldn't hear him anyway, so.
I don't know. I'm wondering if they know what's going on.
Is the end of the third quarter. With the score, Mustang 52, Southmoore 17. We'll take our break here. Back with our fourth quarter as they try to explain things to Coach Jeremy Sark as well. Back at Mustang for the fourth quarter of our Ford Game of the Week.
YurView.com.
The right connection can open a world of curiosity for your child. With Cox, families that have a K-12 student and receive government assistance could qualify for low-cost home internet with Wi-Fi. That means more learning and more achieving. Qualify now. It's time to connect with Cox.
We ended up with an untimed down. So the third quarter first he did not end until that play. We saw the junior, Dylan and Bo Holtzvicki, just when I need another one like that. Bo Holtzvicki, the junior running back reserve. We'll take a look at this untimed down here. They got for a 5-yard offensive penalty, so I'm a little confused with that. But that ends now officially the third quarter. You see a nice run there. Oh, this is the penalty play, okay? That's Devon Martin, 26, was pushed out of bounds there.
I don't even know what I didn't even see him call a penalty, and here's the untimed down.
Is that Bo Holtzvicki, the junior reserve running back? A nice run down the right sideline, knocked out of bounds inside the 20.
I'm just glad you had alphabet soup for lunch, Chris, because you've been able to put all these letters together.
Oh, I'll tell you, a bunch of them. Hey, next week, don't forget about our day-night doubleheader for our 4 games of the week. That's next Thursday out of Tulsa's La Fortune Stadium. It starts at noon with Claremore and Memorial in the nightcap. Zig will be on the call here with Hale and Edison at 7 o'clock. So kick off your fall break with not one, but two Ford games of the week. Game time, noon again, Claremore Memorial, 7 p.m. Hale Edison. Ford's games of the week. Then, of course, during the fall break here, so we get to do a noon and a 7 p.m. football game. That's this next Thursday, right here on YurView Channel 3 on Game Time. Ford's games of the week. Here we go from the 20-yard line on the 1st and 15 after the penalty. Up the middle. That's Devon Martin.
Mustang on the march again. Most points they've scored in a game this year was week 1 when they beat UConn 38-0. So they've already eclipsed that mark. Well on their way to hitting their 59th point of the night.
Actually, I have 26 here for the Mustangs.
Elijah Young.
There's Elijah Young. Wrong name there, Bud. Sorry about that. 2nd and 2 from the 12.
It's another first down.
Yep. And being pushed back and thrown back there is Elijah Young.
Young, a junior.
5'10", 175 pounds. As Coach Blankenship getting some playing time for some of the reserves here in this fourth quarter with the Broncos the game well in hand at 52-13.
It looks like Ethan Young, sophomore, number 14, in at quarterback.
As Hayden Conrad, the starter's night is done. 6'2", 185-pound sophomore, number 14, Ethan Young. Looks over the sideline for the call.
And the play clock ran out.
They get a timeout? Yes, they did get a timeout before the play clock ran out. So a timeout on the field with 10:37 left to play in the game here. So Southmoore is going to leave tonight here 0-6 on the season. And Zig, let's look ahead to the SaberCats as they're finishing out a long 2019 season. It's a more tough game still ahead of them, too.
Yeah, they've got Owasso next week, at Owasso on home against Owasso next Thursday. Then they go at Edmond North, travel to Union on Halloween, and then wrap up the season, or host Union on Halloween, then wrap up the season at Norman North.
Here to remind you folks that hashtag OKFord Game of the Week. It's a chance for you people to post some pictures and such, even tweet your seat during the telecast. Be great there. So just go that hashtag OKFord Game of the Week and tweet your seat. How about that, huh? Very high tech here.
Tweet your seat.
Yeah, tweet your seat.
Can I tweet out that picture I took of us earlier?
That's right.
We're in our seat.
Selfie, that's right.
Yeah.
We were. Good selfie picture, you're right. All right, here we go. First down and goal. The goal for the 8-yard line for Mustang. Ethan Young, the quarterback, turns hands off, back out at the 5, going to run to the end zone, and there is the touchdown. Nicely done there.
The ground attack of Mustang really working overtime tonight.
Number 23, that is Dylan Bohoslavicki, the 5'10 junior, with his first touchdown of the 2019 season, number 23, Bohoslavicki. So, this is just great. Bohoslavicki scores. Khary Solanthong is coming to kick the extra point.
Gesundheit.
That's right. International setting here at Mustang. The kick is up. His legs got to be tired. He hadn't missed anything all night, though. Perfect again. 10:29 to play in this one. And now it goes to 59. 59-17. Mustang over Southmoore. On our Ford Game of the Week, as you watch again the junior Bohoslavicki. Corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Great times, hard work, and memories happen with your car. Before your next adventure, treat your car to a Charlie's Car Wash. Every wash includes our industry-best pre-wash. After your state-of-the-art wash, enjoy our free self-serve vacuums. Or let us provide a fast inside cleaning while you wait. With over 45 years of vehicle cleaning experience, we'll get your car clean, inside and out. Charlie's Car Wash, 5857 Northwest Expressway, War Acres.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
And the Mustang Night Rider Band still in the spirit of things here to that incredible halftime show they put on. And I think that's a whole separate set of uniforms just for that one halftime theme show of a Jurassic Park theme Roar. It's their halftime with I don't know how many dinosaurs they had on the field there, but what a performance. Those kids are headed to Dallas this weekend for competition, and Indianapolis later in the fall for the National Bands of America competition. So outstanding band and a pretty good football team too, leading 59-17. Short kick taken there by Southmoore, breaking through there. Look at this. At the 40, the 30, one man has a chance to get him, misses the tackle there, and into the end zone for the touchdown as the SaberCats still show some fight there. Nice job, nice return, and into the end zone. Well done for Reese Moffitt, 5'11", 150-pound sophomore.
I tell you what, he made a nice run. I thought he called a fair catch. He waved his arm. And I think Mustang thought that too, Chris. And he caught the ball and just took off. He took about 3 strides and he went right through the Mustang special teams. And then he almost blasted one of the officials. Almost got blasted because he was running down the field about 5 yards inbounds.
65-yard kickoff return for a touchdown for the SaberCats. Number 20, 5'11", 150-pound sophomore Reese Moffitt. Takes it all the way back, eludes a tackler inside the 10-yard line for Mustang and scores the touchdown, the extra point. On its way here from Cameron Little, number 21. And the kick is up and the kick is good. The SaberCats show more fight here at the end as they move the score up to 59-24.
Well, the good news for Southmoore is you put points on the board.
Yep.
The bad news is their defense didn't get any time to rest, so they've got to run right back out there and play defense again.
Here it is. Here's it.
Yes, he waved.
Boy, that looked like a fair catch signal to me.
And you can tell the Mustang players kind of gave up. And then watch the official right here. He was running interference for him. Not intentionally. He shouldn't have been that far out on the field, but he kind of got caught in a bad position. And boy, one of the special teams players for Mustang had to avoid him and knocking him down.
Boy, that sure looked like a fair catch, though, didn't it, Zig?
Yeah, I thought he was.
But no call, no foul. So touchdown for 65-yard kickoff return for Reese Moffitt, their sophomore right quarterback. Makes some nice moves, a nice run on the play there. So congratulations to the SaberCats. Special teams comes up with a score.
Do I win anything for predicting there was going to be a lot of points tonight?
You should.
How about one of those cookies down there?
Oh, yeah, here we go. We'll share.
No, I don't need a cookie.
No, Andy and I were kind of eating those anyway.
They look good.
Yeah, the band's celebrating.
Yeah, they're having a lot of fun here at Mustang and brought some excitement back to this football team.
Now we're preparing for an onside kick, wouldn't you think? Why not?
Well, maybe, or maybe you just want to pin them deep because you don't want them to put more points on the board.
That's true.
The last 5 years here at Mustang, 32-23, including 4-6 a year ago. So they brought in Coach Blankenship to help right the ship a little bit and get them back to where they belong. He replaced Jeremy Dombeck, who had been here.
Long time coach.
Long time, yeah.
Cameron Little will kick it off, and let's see what they're going to do with it. Yeah, going to go deep with it. And I mean deep with it. One hop into the end zone, touchback, and it'll be Mustang football, 1st and 10. Broncos at their own 20-yard line. Again, a lot of reserves now in the game for Coach Lee Blankenship. He's going to go 4-2 and undefeated, more importantly, 3-0 in district play. They'll have a trip to Edmond North on the 17th, and eventually the big game right back here at Mustang Stadium, October 25th, when the #1 ranked undefeated Owasso Rams come to town with the cousin of Lee Blankenship, Bill Blankenship, Owasso head football coach. Young, the quarterback, hands off. #4, that's George Lonzaga, 5'6", 150-pound senior. That's his 7th carry of the season.
I think Jeremy Stark's going to have his guys working on tackling this week in practice. Again, they had a running back bottled up in the backfield and just let him slip away, and able to get some positive yards back toward the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9, just get 1 yard on the play from the 21-yard line. Ethan Young, again, the reserve sophomore quarterback in the game. Pitches and coming around to the football, the 20, the 25, near the 30-yard line. Breaks 1 tackle, 35-40, and goes down the sideline. Heck of a run there. Number 23, and that is my old buddy, Dylan Paholslavicki. Good job, Dylan.
Big run again. I said it a minute ago, their ground attack has been great. Nice job blocking up front. Look at all the running room he's got, and with blockers in front of him. Again, looked like he might have stepped out of bounds at around the 40, but no call as he's close to midfield.
One of the lead blockers out there was Josh Boynton, number 44. 1st and 10, near midfield at the 49-yard line. Mustangs hands off the football, and it's still battling and pushing forward. Carries him across the 50-yard line and still battling there. Now we've got the whistle call. Good strong run there. Defensively for Southmoore, number 44. Josh Boynton has played a lot of tough football this evening. Has led the way for the Saber Cats there. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 to 46. Young from the shotgun, hands off the middle it goes. Boy, thrown back quickly there by the Southmoore defense. They're still fighting in there. That was number 4, George Lonzaga, the ball carrier.
There just wasn't a whole lot of room there, but he was able to make something positive happen out of that. Get him in a 3rd and short situation, and another Southmoore player down on the field.
That's number 54. Skylar Stevens, a junior, 5'11", 206-pound defensive lineman, is on the field.
Shin and ankle area.
Yeah. And again, Coach Jeremy Stark's right out there to check on his player.
See a lot of these young guys, Chris, getting an opportunity for some playing time.
Hey, I want to thank you for watching our Ford Game of the Week on YurView. The game will replay tonight, by the way, at 10:30, and also again next Tuesday evening at 7:30. So search for Ford Game of the Week on YouTube to watch it anytime, though. As you see, big number 54 for Southmoore, Skylar Stevens, being helped off the field. We'll return to the action. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Mustang.
In all your days of broadcasting, did you ever think you'd be able to tell people I was on YouTube?
How about that, huh? I've made a career trying to stay off of YouTube.
Yeah.
Up the middle, and they're going to be a 1st down. Good tough run there. That 3 yards on the play is what they needed there. That again is number 4, George Lonzaga.
And Mustang continues just to shuffle in a bunch of new players getting an opportunity. Great job by Coach Blankenship and his staff.
First and 10, Broncos at the Southmoore 39-yard line. And up again goes Gonzaga. Sprints across the right side there. Tough running back at just 5'6", 150 pounds. Senior. Getting some playing time here. Doing some good job. Good tough running. Tackle for the SaberCats there. Riley Hoffman, number 42. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. With the Broncos at the SaberCats 36-yard line.
Using all of the 40-second play clock on each snap. And they used too much of it that time. They used 41 seconds.
That's how that counting down it is.
Yeah.
Delay of the game against Mustang. So instead of a 2nd and 7, we'll keep the down the same and add 5 yards to that. So OU Texas tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, right, in Dallas. What do you think, Zig?
Yeah, that game, Chris, OU could win by 30 or win by 3.
I know, yeah, just crazy. Handoff off the right side. Again, there goes Gonzaga. Nice run of the play.
I'd like to think
pushing and shoving there.
They've got a lot better offense than Texas has defense. You get a couple of stops against the Horns offense, and it should be a comfortable afternoon. But
I just can't believe it's going to be in the 60s for the Cotton Bowl. Every time we're down there, Zig, it's been like 100 degrees, it feels like. Golly, it's hot down there.
And that's when they had the artificial turf, so it was even worse. We're showing our age, aren't we?
I know it. 3rd and 6 now for Mustang from the Southmoore 35-yard line. Young, the quarterback. Again, hands off. And again, there's number 4. George Gonzaga is their 4th quarterback, and hard running there. They're going to mark the ball just a little shy of 1st down. It's just short of the 30-yard line. It's going to be a 4th down. A long yard, maybe 2. They'll be going for it here. So 4th and 2, and Mustang's going to go for it at the Southmoore 31-yard line, leading 59-24. Young with Gonzaga in the backfield behind him, turns and hands to Gonzaga, and he has the first down and more, 30, 25, 20. Here he goes, 10-5, he'll score. 31-yard touchdown run for the reserve senior running back, George Gonzaga.
Well, look at the big smile on his face, celebrating with his teammates. How cool is that for the senior?
That's great to get these kids some playing time. They all work so hard, practice, and all through the hot summer and all the conditioning work, and get a game like this, you can get a lot of these players in here and get them some playing time, and a lot of smiles on the Mustang sideline.
A big Friday night here in Mustang. Gonzaga's come off the bench, 7 carries, 52 yards.
Southmoore hits the extra point, and Mustang now pushes lead up to 66-24. As you see again, the touchdown run by George Gonzaga, his first as a Bronco.
Hello friends, Greg Walter here for my one and only Community Builders, and have I got a great offer for you on my best-selling windows. Right now, take 50% off your order, and yes, that includes labor. Now, if you want to save money on utilities, increase the value of your home, even lower your carbon footprint, well then this offer is for you. Plus, right now, I've got 12 months no interest financing as well. So why not go online and click me, or better yet, pick up that phone and give me a call. The number is 405-767-9050, because everybody around here knows by now I'm the guy, I'm the one and only, I'm going to save you a lot of money.
As Oklahomans, we know all too well what storm season means. Hail and high winds can come fast and out of nowhere. With a legacy of professionalism, superior work, and honesty, Salazar is the most trusted name in roofing. We'll take a look at the damage and provide you with a free estimate. Then you can be confident knowing your home will be secure. At Salazar, our family is committed to taking care of Oklahoma. Salazar, a name you can trust.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Here's a happy senior, George Gonzaga. just had that touchdown run to lift his team to 66-24 lead here. The Mustang Broncos celebrating a big home victory. Moved their record to 4-2, and more important, 3-0, undefeated in district play. Again, real good response the way they bounced back from that, not bounced back, but carried that momentum from a great win in Tulsa Union last week. And you wonder, well, would they not be fired up and be able to handle this playing a winless Southmoore team? But give Coach Blankenship and his staff a lot of credit to these kids, too. They really are focused in and took care of business tonight, Zig. Yeah, and I talked to him about that before the game, saying, hey, how do you avoid some type of letdown coming off a big win, getting a victory on the road against a perennial powerhouse team like Union? He said, we better not let down, because we did it a couple of weeks ago when we lost to a winless Norman North team. Yeah. So he's, and they are 2-1 in district play. So with that loss to Norman North, that's right. Yeah, they are 2-1. Yeah. So for them to be able to do that, that loss may have prevented something bad happening in tonight's football game against the Southmoore team that was 0-5. Mustang kicking it off. Low driving kick, going to be picked up just inside the 30-yard line and tackled right away. Brought down very quickly. Southmoore number 20, Reese Moffitt, who had the touchdown run on the last kickoff. That's right. The return. Needed that fair catch again. He couldn't that time. It was bouncing on the ground. So they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Just over 5 minutes to play in this one here. You know, we've kind of razzed the officials a couple times in that amount of TV time they've had, but these guys do a great job, Chris. The number of officials in the state is declining. They need more referees. Yeah, it is a concern. You're right. They're always looking for quality refs. So anybody out there that might be interested in the years to come, please reach out to the OSSA and the State Officials Association. Let them know you'd like to help out. It can be a very fun job at times, and it can be also a headache job at times. That's Chris Wilson, 25 for the Sabre Cats. Number 37, Elijah Garcia, made the stop. For Mustang, and it'll be 2nd down and 7 for Southmoore, the 28. Zig getting ready to head down to the sidelines to do our post-game interviews for you. We'll also have our Cox Player of the Game and our Play of the Game coming up for you too as well. All the reserves finishing up here in this one. Hand up the middle from the reserve quarterback, Noah Peters. And that again is Chris Wilson. Tackle with the Broncos, Jace Hamilton. Sophomore linebacker, number 25. And it'll be 3rd down and 5. SaberCats in their own 30-yard line. Need to get that 35 for a 1st down. Now this is Denver Blatt in the game, a junior quarterback, 3rd quarterback that SaberCats have used tonight. Breaking a couple tackles, stumbling and going down is Chris Wilson. So the 5'9", 154-pound junior, Denver Blatt, who's 10 of 21, 83 yards passing, 2 touchdowns earlier this season, is in the game now. Flag on the play. Face mask, it's going to go against Mustang. Adds their penalty total. It was over 100 yards in the 1st half. So it'll be an automatic 1st down, and then moves the football up across the 35 to the 37-yard line, and 1st and 10 for the Sabre Cats. Andy Casey tells us that's 14 flags against Mustang for 149 yards in penalties. That's something Coach Blankenship will be able to want to clean up for the boys here. Once again, 25, that is Chris Wilson making some nice moves as he crosses midfield, 45 down the sidelines and pushed out of bounds there. Chris Wilson, some nice moves there. Defensively, Number 66, Carter Brennan, sophomore, reserve defender in there. Take a look at this run, though, by Wilson. Nice cut back. Makes a couple guys miss there. Down the sidelines for a first down for Southmoore as they move it inside Mustang territory to the Broncos' 41-yard line. Again, the quarterback, Blatt, hands off. This time Wilson is caught in the backfield and pulled down there. Nice job defensively for the Broncos. That's number 25, Jace Hamilton, a sophomore linebacker. Makes the stop. Clock continues to run as we move to the close to the 2:30 mark. Loss of 2, it'll be 2nd and 12 from the Mustang 43 for Southmoore. Southmoore, part of the Moore school system, the Moore Lions. First school in Moore in 1968, then the Westmoore Jaguars, 1998, and then 2008, along came the Southmoore SaberCats, the newest of the Moore schools, starting in 2008. Handoff goes again to Wilson. Wilson breaks a couple tackles before he shoved out of bounds inside the Mustang 40-yard line, stops the clock, 1:58 to go. Again, Mustang will improve to 4-2 and 3-1 in district play. Look forward to next week on the road at Edmond North. And again, the big game back here. Cox will be here, our game time crew, to bring you that October 25th game with Owasso here at Mustang. Be a lot riding the district game on that. Pass is incomplete. Denver Blatt threw it behind his intended receiver out there. That was Chase Yarger, number 24, incomplete. This is 4th down, 4th and 12. And of course, the SaberCats will be going for it here from the 38-yard line. Actually, it's about 4th and it's about 8 or so. They need to get about close to the 30-yard line for the first down, and they're going to get it. Look at this, big play up the middle, a nice run there, and inside the 25-yard line, down to the 20-yard line. That's Chris Wilson on 4th and long, gets the first down for the SaberCats as they keep fighting here with 1:42 to play in the game.
Well, they do, Chris, keep moving the ball, and of course, these guys that are out here would like to get some more points on the board. They have not scored an offensive point in the second half. Their lone points came on that kickoff return a couple of kicks ago.
90 seconds left, clock running, 1st and 10. Southmoore at the Mustang 20-yard line. Once again, hard-working Chris Wilson, their junior reserve running back, gets another first down as he's pushed out of bounds inside near the 10-yard line.
Well, he's had a solid night, hasn't he?
Oh, he has. He's really run hard.
Nice back. I like the way he runs the ball.
Wow, he just got to the 200-yard mark, Zig. 22 carries, 200 yards for Chris Wilson. The first down and goal for the SaberCats at the Mustang 8-yard line. Quarterback Blatt. Hands off, and boy, hit and knocked right away was Wilson there. Good defensive play there, leading the way for Mustang in that defensive play, knocking him down in the backfield there. Good job.
What did Brown end up with? 268?
I think that's right. 268 for Brown. I think was the final total on him. Yeah, 268 yards.
Wow.
For Khary Brown. Then you got another 200-yard back here. This one for Southmoore.
Yeah.
200 yards. 2nd and 12 from the 12 on the loss in the play. And there again, taking the handoff and struggling with some runs is Chris Wilson.
And that may be the final play of the game, Chris.
Impressive win for the Mustang Broncos. It'll improve their season record to 4-2. 3-1 in the district play. See if they'll get another snap here. Nope, they didn't get the snap underway in time. A flag flies. Hold on just a second. Well, why not in this game with a penalty, right, Zig?
And that's the ball game.
Is it a defensive penalty? No, legal procedure offensive penalty, so that should end the game then, right? The clock shows all zeros. Legal procedure. And that's going to end the game. 66-24. Mustang beats Southmoore here at Mustang High School. You see the head coaches shaking hands. And some of the players now is Coach Lee Blankenship. Meets with some of the assistants from Southmoore. And so Lee Blankenship in his first season as the head football coach at Mustang. Heck of a job now as they move to 4-2 on the season. And here's the 50-yard line handshake with the two teams lining up. We're going to show you and feature our Cox play of the game. And of course, it would have to involve the tailback, the senior, Khary Brown. This was his 71-yard touchdown run, his third touchdown of 4 he had tonight. 61, 30, 71, and 30. And Khary Brown, 268 yards offense tonight. Showing that burst of speed and just making it to the end zone there as Khary Brown, our Cox play of the game. And I would think he'd also be our player of the game. But right now, Mike Ziegler down on the sidelines with a happy winning coach, Lee Blankenship.
All right, thanks a lot, Chris. Coach, big win for you guys. No letdown after last week's victory, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, well, that's honestly a relief. I was proud of our defense. They came out, let some go on the first half, and came out and did a great job, made some good adjustments at halftime in the second half.
How about what Khary Brown did tonight? 268 yards rushing. He had 271 in the first 5 weeks coming into this one.
Khary is a dynamic player, man, and we knew that he was due for a big game, and he had one tonight, that's for sure.
And, of course, the guys blocking for him up front sure helped too, don't they?
Up front, big guys, offensive line did a phenomenal job. Really excited for them. Their level of play has really stepped up in the last several weeks, so proud of them for that for sure.
So 4 weeks and counting in the regular season. What are you thinking?
We're play the next play. We're going to get ready for the next week opponent and try to continue to get better every week.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
All right, Chris, back up to you.
Hi, congratulations, Coach Lee Blankenship and his staff for their 66-24 win here over Southmoore. And our player of the game, well, no surprise there. He had the play of the game. He's the player of the game. And here he is, our senior 5'10", 175-pounder, Khary Brown, the tailback of the Mustang Broncos. Here's his 61-yard touchdown. They got him off to start the season. That was the very first play of the game tonight, by the way. As Khary Brown down the right sideline for a touchdown, 61 yards. He ends up with 268 yards on the night. Touchdown runs of 61, 30, 71, and 30 yards. Our player of the game presented by Ford. The Mustang Broncos, Khary Brown. Let's go down to Zig to talk to our Ford player of the game.
All right, thanks, Chris. Khary, man, what the heck was going on out there tonight? 268 yards for you on the ground.
I mean, it was a really tough year for me. Like, I haven't been getting the ball as much like the last 2 games. So, like, when I first came out, scored that first one, I was like, I want it again. Like, I want it again. They just kept feeding me the ball, so I just kept doing what I do. Just run.
What was it? Offensive line making some nice blocks for you, too, weren't they?
Nice. That we all bet that if they give me enough blocks and I get over 200 yards, I'm getting them something. So I'm getting them something.
You guys get a lot of confidence after the last week victory at Union?
Yes. We got a target on our back, but don't phase us. We're just being Mustang, winning games.
All right, 4 games left in the regular season. What's your objective here?
Win all 4, go to playoffs, win state.
Congratulations. Good job.
All right, see y'all. All
right. On your offensive player of the game, your the Ford player of the game. I'll get it out. Big night, Chris. 268 total yards in this football game. Man, big night for him.
What a performance. Thank you, Zig. We'll take our final break and come back to wrap things up from Mustang High School, where the Broncos celebrate a 66-24 win over the Southmoore SaberCats. Be right back.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
Drive a new Ford F-150 today with 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Billy Sims makes feeding your hungry crew fast and easy. Our take-home packs feed 4 to 10 people, so we have you covered no matter what. Let Billy Sims make you the takeout hero. For a limited time, get your favorite 2-liter Pepsi product with any take-home pack.
Often the first exposure to the illicit use of a medication comes from someone finding that medication in a family member's home. If you've been prescribed a medication that's potentially hazardous, you need to keep it locked up and away from your other family members. Safe storage of medications is my prescription for change.
You're watching Game Time on YurView. For more in-depth coverage of the top players around, recruiting updates, behind-the-scenes access, and more, check out YurView.com.
The Mustang Broncos celebrate with their band down at the end zone. A 66-24 victory tonight over the Southmoore SaberCats. It was 35-17 Mustang at the half, 52-17 in the third quarter, and winning at 66-24 as Coach Lee Blankenship's team improves to 4-2. A lot of highlights to show you, some great runs, some great big plays here. All got it away with our guy who was the player of the game and our player of the game, Khary Brown, who's just incredible. Number 12, the senior tailback. That was the very first play of the game, 61 yards. Then coming back quickly was Jaden Scott, the quarterback, the senior for Southmoore, as he had a big run for a touchdown, tied this game at 7-7 on a 50-yard run. Then on a reverse coming from the side is Khary Brown, and again goes into the end zone for 30 yards out as he puts Mustang back on top. Now, a good, tough run here. Look at this. Broke a couple tackles here. This is Chris Wilson, who goes 48 yards, just getting pulled down. He crosses the end. It was 21-17. They pulled within 4 points. But then it was all from there back to the running game, and outstanding performance again by Khary Brown. This is his 71-yard touchdown run. Thought he stepped out of bounds, but managed to stay in bounds there, and then just outruns the guy to the end zone. That was his 71-yard touchdown run, his third touchdown game. Here's the end of the first half. This is Jordan McFadden, number 17, the senior, just getting to the end zone there. That gave the Broncos a 35-17 lead at the half. And right back to the action it comes again as Brown gets his another touchdown. That was another 30-yard touchdown run. That was his fourth touchdown of the game. Nice play up the middle by Harvey Phillips to score for the Mustang, 52-17 at that point. Then to the outside, nice move there. That goes our man Dylan Bohoslavicki with his first touchdown of the season for the Broncos. And then this is the Reese Moffitt took a short kickoff. We thought it looked like a fair catch call, but nothing was called there. It made a nice couple moves inside, and Reese Moffitt for the Southmoore SaberCats scores their only touchdown of the second half. Then the wrapping things up here, this is George Lanzaga, the senior reserve running back, who scores his touchdown to wrap things up with the scoring, and a 66-24 victory for Mustang over Southmoore here tonight. Again, they'll play Edmond North at Edmond North next Friday, and the big game is Owasso coming here on October the 25th. And I want to remind you about our doubleheader coming up next Thursday. The 4 games of the week will be at Tulsa's LaFortune Stadium for a day-night doubleheader. That's right, it's fall break time, so the kids are out. We have a noon kickoff with Claremore and Memorial. Then the nightcap, Hale and Edison with that Savion Morrison, the star running back of the Eagles, a commitment to the University of Nebraska. Featuring that one at 7 o'clock. Kick off your fall break with not 1 but 2 Ford games of the week. Game time 12 noon, Claremore Memorial. 7 p.m., Hale Edison. The Ford games of the week, YurView Channel 3. And hope you'll join us for those. Some great action there. Want to recognize our stat man here, Andy Casey, also Director Mike Davis, and Mike Ziegenhorn, of course, working with us, and our entire excellent crew. Cox, appreciate all your guys' hard work and a cold night here at Mustang, Oklahoma, with the final score. The Mustang Broncos 66, Southmoore Sabercats 24. This is Chris Lincoln saying thanks for joining us, and so long, everyone. Have a great weekend.
The Ford Game of the Week is being brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Visit your best in Oklahoma Ford dealers for the best deals on Ford's full line of vehicles. Ford is the best in Oklahoma. Weoki Federal Credit Union, proud sponsors of the Weoki Kick for Cash. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Roller weight loss and advanced surgery. Your best you starts here. The Plaza at Town Square by McCaleb Homes. Love where you live. And by Cox, bringing us closer.